Ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking Tuesday night and it's Knucklehead Comics, and we are going subatomic tonight with the fucking review of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Kang is here, fucking Ant-Man is here, Wasp is here, all the other motherfuckers is here. We got giant ants.
Incredibly smart ant hills and piles are here.
Yes,
we got the
giant
alien
ants.
race is here.
Yes.
Everything is here, bro.
Word. Giant ants, giant cants in some cases, fucking blue people, green people, black people, brown people, jelly bean people, see-through people you can't see through, and Bill fucking Murray. So hang on to your fucking
Drink
toes.
the ooze.
Word.
Drink the ooze.
I feel like starting some shit. So call me the N-word with a hard R. You're fucking right, Daquan. Now shut the fuck up and listen to a goddamn review of the fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm not the type of motherfucker that's gonna sit there and be like, ooh. Fuck that. Fuck that, and
fuck you too,
bitches. So
love y'all. Thanks for showing up.
Yes, appreciate
normal?
You, Daquan.
Love you, normal, as always. What's up, respect? What's up, Ty? How y'all doing tonight?
Word. We out here. We doing this shit for real. We don't play no fucking games. Respect the podcast. Just did a podcast with our boy Santi. Nice. Dope show. I was watching it. But yeah, man, that's gonna be our main event. The review for Ant-Man Quantumania, which I think we're gonna have to Marvel's gonna have to do a whole little dive into renaming their fucking movies.
Yo, dog. There was a whole lot of Quantum, no fucking Mania.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog. I'm upset.
Yeah, but
y'all gonna see a different light of cabs today. This movie woke something up in me, dog.
Is this a different variant?
It's a variant. It's definitely a variant. This is Immortus Cabs. Oh, maybe I let out too much there already.
Oh,
Spoiler review is now in effect. Drop the bomb, bro.
Word.
Drop the bomb.
Word. I don't.
You don't have it.
I have it somewhere. It's just everyone needs to shut the fuck up while they go. We got the bomb.
Yeah. Before we start. You want to hit some funny as the intro was playing, I'm looking at something else. I'm like watching the news thing. And I heard Toe say the only chicken I'll eat is vegan. And for some reason I was like, oh shit, we're live. And I looked up. I was like, oh no, it's still the
Sam, what's going on?
Shit. Yo, but let's start off with the question of the
wait. Before that. The whole vegan thing, how you say the only vegan I'll eat is grilled chicken wings.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen what's been going around the internet? This vegan fried chicken?
No.
Nah. I think the vegans are trying to kill us.
Dog. So I've seen two variations of it. This one lady
I know
boiled. What's going on? She boiled fungus mushrooms. She diced mushrooms mad little into like slips, and she took like you see the little wooden part of like a popsicle.
Yes,
but the chocolatey ones that are like thicker, they look like a little doggy bone. It's a video on the gram. So they take this piece of wood, they wrap the freaking mushroom around it, and then dip it in egg wash or a version of it, and then they freaking fry it, and it's vegan chicken wings. And I'm like, then this other person did the same thing with what looked like bandages and wrapped it around a fake wooden bone. Dog, that is upsetting. That was upsetting. Yeah. Like vegans, just eat chicken. Like,
here's my question.
Just eat chicken.
Here's my question. The mushroom
I respect the vegans, and I respect your commitment, your willpower. I respect all of that shit. But bro, that's not chicken. You are frying mushrooms. Just say it's fried mushroom. I fuck with it if you call it that.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Put
the disclaimer.
Yeah, put the disclaimer.
Here we go.
I don't agree with Cabs. You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
It's in the intro.
It's just straight out. It's just straight out. You're full of shit. You want to protect the environment? You don't want to kill animals? Aren't plants living things? Don't they fucking eat? Don't they breed? Don't they grow? What? Because you can see. Because you have seeds and you can plant them that they're renewable. So are fucking cows. Because you can have one cow fuck another cow and now they get pregnant. Boom, renewable. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, the jackfruit stuff, Ty. Bro, vegans be wanting to eat meat so bad. Like, yo, just eat meat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to eat pork for whatever reasons, if you don't want to eat red meat for whatever reasons, cool. But chickens?
Yeah.
Eat a chicken, bro.
You know what I don't understand? We're not sitting here going, we got imitation fucking cauliflower. Like, we're not taking popcorn and fucking mashing it together. Imitation cauliflower. No, we eat cauliflower.
Toe, you should make, that would be a funny segment where we try to take regular shit and make it meat. Take popcorn to make cauliflower. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's really good. That's really fucking hilarious. Wow.
Take French fries and make tofu out of it.
I'm sorry, Cap. You was gonna say something.
No. Originally, you already hit the nail. What I was gonna say originally was if you deep fry a mushroom, it's just a deep fried mushroom. It's not a fucking chicken anything.
Just call it deep fried mushroom.
Yeah.
But my new point is, it's weird that vegans, they don't want to eat animals. They live in things. Okay, animals used to be wild. We domesticated them. We raised them. We kill them. We eat them. Plants used to be wild. We domesticated them. We raised them on farms. We eat it's the same fucking thing.
I didn't even mean to do it, but y'all watch that video. It's all over Instagram. It's upsetting. Like, bro, just.
No, I watched the woman make a vegan chicken nugget, and in the video, it took her 4 fucking days to make it.
I ain't even gonna want the chicken nuggets on day 2. Like I just want something else now.
So if I ever make a video of me making a vegan chicken nugget, you know what I'm gonna be eating while I'm making a vegan chicken nugget?
A real one?
Regular fucking chicken nuggets. Regular fucking chicken nuggets. I'm tired of this shit. Yo, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of it.
My whole thing, and I say this. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say the same thing about fitness instructors and shit, right? For like the longest time, y'all know what Herbalife is? Y'all know what? Y'all heard of Herbalife?
Yeah. The fake shit.
Yeah, for the longest time, Herbalife got the worst rap in the world. It's like, oh, fuck Herbalife people. And it's like, I feel like a lot of fitness people and stuff like that, I feel like they will get a lot more people behind them and like more support if they were just real about shit. Like, yes, I am not eating dinner and I'm having tea. Yeah, this tea is horrible. I wish I could be stuffing my face with a burger, but I'm not, because I just want to be a little bit healthier today. That's all. Or if they were to say like, real bacon is much better, but turkey bacon is just a wee bit healthier. Like, I would be okay with so like, don't call it vegan chicken wings and deep fried cauliflower in buffalo sauce, fam. That's deep fried cauliflower.
Yeah.
That's why people look, and I think it's wrong. Like, people be talking shit about vegans, like, oh, they got mental illness. And it's like, I wouldn't say that far, but it's a little weird that you calling these things chicken, bro. That's weird. Stop.
Yeah.
You are making fried mushrooms on a stick.
And but you know what the crazy shit is though? Think about this shit. You're sitting there saying that you refuse to eat anything with a face or anything that comes from something with a face. But boy, do you fucking dream you could. Every chance you get, you sitting here 50 different ways to eat chicken. There's one fucking chicken in the world.
How can I make fake chicken?
Yeah, like you really want to. That's kind of like somebody that has a problem. That's trying not to. It's like a bunch of Wolverines sitting at a bar in a fight club. Like, I don't want to fight y'all, but I'll just watch. Like, I don't want to fight y'all, but I just watch. And he's punching the fucking counter. Like, go out there and fight him. If you really want to fucking have chicken, guess what? Every store has it. You go to a strip club, get chicken. You go to the library, get chicken. You go to the fucking bodega to get chicken. You go to a fucking daycare center to get chicken. They got chicken in hospitals. You know what I'm saying? And if you really don't want to have real chicken, you want to stay vegan, eat a fucking chicken from a hospital. That's faker than shit.
Grilled chicken. So, like, to me, like, the real problem is like these big farming companies and like that want to like inject their chicken so we could get some fucking buff ass jailhouse birds walking around.
Fucking BBQ chicken.
I agree that is a problem. I wholeheartedly agree that is an issue. But fam, like, you could buy good chicken. You could buy grass-fed chicken that's been treated like a freaking king its whole life.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Free range.
Yeah. It don't gotta be all of this. It don't gotta be all of this.
And it's not like a fucking, turning vegan made you get 50 more years in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're going, people who devoted themselves to veganism are statistically living 100 years longer.
We need 100 more years before we could determine that.
I mean,
whether it works or not, we need time we still need more time in studying.
Just want to point out, you turn around and say you don't want, you disagree that the farmers should be pumping our food with different steroids and other weird shit, right? You do realize that you can walk into a grocery store and buy seedless grapes, seedless watermelons.
Yeah, they're all
like that's fucking genetically modified.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bananas are genetically modified.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to stay away from all that genetically stuff, you can stay away from that and still have fun with your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like vegans just be trying. And like, bro, I did read something, and again, like, it was a post on Instagram, so you got to take that thing with a grain of salt. But some of these like vegan like burger patties, that shit is just processed anyways, bruh. Like, you literally doing the same thing I'm doing. It's processed. You eating corned beef hash, fam. you legit just eating corned beef. Yo, corned beef hash is delicious. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, just I respect the vegetarians. Vegetarians never lied to themselves.
Yeah,
they never lied to themselves.
They don't want to eat animals because they love animals. They just don't want to see them killing animals. That's it.
They down to still eat some fucking like cheese. They'll get some cheese. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what pisses me off the most about it? This is what pisses me off the most about it. You got a bunch of liars out there lying to you dead in your face, sounding less convincing than me with my soda shit, and motherfuckers are believing it. I swear to God, Cabs,
very convincing with the soda stuff.
I swear to God, Cabs, one day I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna work out so fucking hard. 6 months, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna have a fucking 8-pack, pecs out to here, 29-inch pythons, full head of hair, fucking looking like an Adonis. I swear to God. And people are like, yo, what did you do? And I'm gonna say, all I did was drink soda and eat fucking steak. Yo, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna make YouTube videos and say, yo, all I did was drink soda and fucking steak. Water never touched my body unless I was washing in it. I didn't eat rice because that shit wasn't a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? I didn't eat grilled chicken wings because it was vegan. I had slut food. I had slut food the whole fucking time, looking like a fucking Adonis. I got 3% body fat, and then I want to see a motherfucker challenge me. Then how many people will believe me that y'all motherfuckers are full of shit?
I don't want to say that anyone's full of shit. Y'all gotta stop calling shit that's not chicken. That's where I'm coming with this.
I'll say you're full of shit.
To be fair, when people hear your soda breakdown, they could say you're full of shit too. I just like hearing it.
Hey, listen, I am full of shit. But the difference between me and them is,
you know it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to convert a whole goddamn planet into that shit.
Bro, yeah,
Because
I want you to put, I wish we could just pull up the video somehow of the freaking mushroom fried chicken. Oh, that shit was upsetting. Bro, she wrapped it in a piece of wood. It was a piece of popsicle. Like,
you're welcome,
that is, that's weird, man. That's weird.
And you know, here's another thing that's fucking. But here's another thing that's fucking contradictive.
Yeah, but it's called a corn dog. It's a corn dog. It's like non-vegan shit. Like it's just meat. That's fine. But like chicken comes with a bone in it. Like I needed to construct the corn dog.
You're gonna get
so
splinters.
that it can fry correctly. Yeah. This is literally just some crazy. Like y'all gotta stop. I know vegan people that look at that shit and like, yeah, we don't condone that, bro. I'll never do that shit in my life. I just fry mushrooms. You know?
Shit, yo, you know what I don't understand? These vegans, they're never gonna consume animals, any animal product or anything that's a living thing. Trees are living things. We need trees to convert our carbon dioxide into oxygen. You know, that's a very important thing for us to live. But no one,
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? No one is fucking fighting the people who knock down the trees to make wood so we can build houses. No.
Deforestation.
Yeah, those are environmentalists. They're not vegans. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem. The same people that are fighting so you stop fucking knocking down the rainforest and all that other shit are eating meat. The motherfuckers that are eating fucking mushrooms and calling it chicken are sitting on their ass on a fucking wood fucking sofa, rocking back and forth, fucking with Jimbo and shit, just ready to go to sleep.
Somebody on the comments was like, you don't need, like, there's nothing special about the bone in chicken anyways. I'm like, yo, some people like the marrow. Like, some people eat that shit.
But
bone marrow soup apparently is like a big thing. I've never had it. Bone broth soup, I've never had it, but apparently it's a big thing. Like, let's stop talking about vegans. My bad. I should have never. I know better than to bring that shit up around.
I got one question. We know that grilled chicken wings is the only vegan that Toe will eat.
Yes.
What's the only vegan that you will?
Me?
Yeah.
Yo, I tried veganism for like 2 months. So like, yeah, my little brother tried it, right? And he was like, yo, trying this veganism thing. This was like 10, 15 years ago before it was cool. And he was like, yo, I'm going to make vegan tacos. And I'm like, what is that? And he's like, they're just avocado tacos. Instead of using meat, just put avocado. I'm like, okay, cool. And I ate it. That shit was fire. It was fire. And I was like, okay, let's try this vegan thing. And I did it for like a month or two. I tried it the other day for like a month just to see. And it's like, nah. But I'm like, I've eaten, like I have vegan mayonnaise. Yeah. Which is not bad at all. I went back to buy real mayonnaise once it was done, of course. But yeah, like I've had like vegan shit. Like it's fine. Like I like tofu. You could fry tofu and that shit is fire. I'm okay with it. It's a weird texture. It's a weird consistency. But so is, you know, chicharron, the pork chicharron. That shit, it could be a little gooey and fatty. And I fuck that shit up. So weird consistencies, you know, whatever.
But, you know, it's like tofu is a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's like, not trying to be anything else.
Yeah, like vegetarian or non-meat tacos are a thing. When you start,
I don't know. I think I'd rather eat tofu, dog.
Damn.
I mean, depending on where the cum is coming from.
Yeah, right. Shit. But there you go. We got the answer right there.
Talk about veganism.
Yeah, but you know, like, don't get me wrong. The chicken fried steak shit, it also pisses me off.
Yeah,
you're gonna chicken. Well, I never heard of a chicken fry before. I heard of fried chicken and I heard of steak. If you're gonna fry steak, fucking fry the steak. What do you put the steak in a fucking chicken and fry the chicken and the steak gets cooked inside the
No,
chicken?
dude, it's
No,
called
you
that
just
way
put
because
breading on the chicken.
it's
You just
because
put breading on.
yeah, it's because you
You put
fried the way
breading on
you
the
would a
steak.
chicken.
Yeah, you put breading on a steak. Fuck you. It's breaded steak. Kiss my ass. Go home. All of you fucking people. This is the same argument we're gonna have tonight with the Ant-Man and the She-Hulk and all the other shit.
You could call it steak a la fried chicken. That would be better.
But just call
Deep
it fried
fried
steak.
Yeah.
deep fried
Yeah.
steak.
I was gonna say to Daquan's thing there, like I can't agree with that. I have a nut allergy.
Yeah, that's the answer I should have gone with, but I'm not that quick.
Word.
Shucks. All right. Question of the day before the vegans cancel us.
Hey man, come at me, bro.
I don't think the vegans hold that power.
No,
I think they lost that power. They can't cancel.
I don't think they watch us.
Well, not us specifically, but just cancel people in general. I don't think vegans got that. There's only a certain number of people that got cancel power. I don't think vegans is up there.
Yeah, they're not a letter people.
It starts with white women, and then it goes from there.
It starts from white women, and then
Yeah, it
but
goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre Falcaz, Jada Corrupt,
and then
Nas,
vegans,
and then vegans.
and then vegans. I will not stand for you calling them letter people. We don't do that on this podcast.
So what? All right. So what do you want me to call them?
LGBTQ. It's
Dude,
real easy.
You know the actual shit is LGBTQ. LGBTQ plus.
You can say LGBTQ plus.
TB.
Don't call them letter people. That's
Who
me.
the fuck said that?
I did. I called them that.
Don't call them letter people.
Yo, dude. Apparently we're fucking bipolar or what they call us. Fucking Tupac.
Oh no, it's
we're fucking Taquans.
BIPOC.
Biopocasis.
No, BIPOC. I think it's Black, Indigenous, colored people.
Acronyms.
I think that's what
out
the
the
new
ass.
We don't need acronyms for everything.
Listen, in this country, and I'm talking about the Knucklehead Network, we're fucking humans. All right? We're fucking humans. Anything other than that you want to be, that's on your own. But we're humans. Okay? So fuck you. I'm tired of this shit.
I saw this guy that dedicated his life to being a dragon.
Where he put scales on his face or some shit like that.
Yeah, he got like he got like these fake wings, and like his son like disowned him. This guy was like a super successful banker, and he just ended up taking all his money to convert himself into a dragon. Hey, do what you got to do, bro. Enjoy your life.
Well, Taquan, you know something? You're a nigga human.
That means human, though.
Yeah,
that means human.
You see, I think he still doesn't know that I got the balls to read his fucking comment.
Yeah.
I think that's what the problem is.
Yeah, he does.
Come watch us on Twitch next week because we'll be canceled off YouTube.
No, but fuck all that shit though. We're all humans of this fucking planet.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? And here's a little fun fact. Now I don't know the full details, but I know Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how because of travel, we're all one species of human. Yeah. If we didn't have travel and everyone stood on their own continents, we would be different types of species of humans.
Yeah.
And see, this is what we're all one big species of human. We're all humans. The color of your skin, your sexual preference, whatever food you want to eat, however you feel on the inside isn't going to change the fact that we're all fucking humans. And we have this, we all got to see each other as humans. That's why I'm going to give y'all shit for doing stupid shit. And I'm going to do stupid shit just because I can. And you're going to get mad at me.
And you should give him shit for doing stupid shit.
Yeah, the door's open to give me shit for doing stupid shit while I give you shit for doing dumber shit.
People get mad at me for saying this, but racism is not cool. Stereotypes are kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, stereotypes are funny, bro. Like, they are funny. There are really funny stereotypes. Like, bro, like, I'm Dominican. I'm loud. You know, I'm Dominican. I am loud. I'm Dominican. I'm supposed to be some kind of like player or something. Like, bro, some stereotypes are funny. Racism is not funny. Like, disliking someone because of stereotypes is racism. That's a problem. But like embracing the stereotypes, I think is hilarious. Like, it's just funny. Like, we tend to be a little loud. I've never been quiet in my life. It's just Like if it wasn't for the for the pitch control here, whatever you call that shit, I'd be peaking all day, bro.
Yo, you guys don't know this, but Cab's mic is actually set on volume 1.
Yes.
That's how
Like
you hear.
lowest resistance, bro. Like I'm super loud. It is what it is. Latinos are loud. Look, yeah. Hey, Cabs, go get back on your banana boat. Like I've been, but that's legit though. Like that's legit. I'm an immigrant. Like that's legit. You feel me? Like it is what it is. That's fucking hilarious. Like, you know, what else we got on Spanish people? All the Spanish people jokes are hilarious. We throw parties that last 8 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
come to the first birthday party and all the adults are drunk. There's music playing. The kid's not even there.
Yeah, kids are sleeping or doing some like, bro. Like stereotypes are hilarious. It's just that some stereotypes hurt more than others.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yo,
like,
you know, I always found it funny though how people like don't ever stereotype, and then you get to the good ones where they're like, oh no, that one is fine.
That was cool. That one's cool.
It's like no, either all of them or nothing. You can't just picking and choosing shit. Now people get confused.
But you know what the crazy shit is though? When you sit there and go, I don't like to stereotype people, but then you're behind a bad driver and it's one or two things. Or one or three things: a woman, Asian, or a Connecticut driver. You know what I'm saying?
And a Connecticut driver in a Volvo.
Oh yeah, those motherfuckers.
Yo, slow down. Look, Taekwon, see, that's a little beast, but Ty says, as a black man, I love police brutality jokes. Jokes are jokes, man. Jokes are jokes. Like, we need to joke about serious shit to survive, bro.
I've said it. Yeah. I've said it before. The way the world works, there has to be something funny, a small amount of funny in every situation. Otherwise, when something bad happens, you'll never be able to get past it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you'll never be able to find something to get through it.
And you know what's crazy though? Here's the thing though: when you're in a situation where it's like a sad moment or a bad moment where everybody's quiet and everybody's starting to fucking go in their own pity, and it's one of those things. You start to slowly fall into a hole, and the quickest way to get somebody out of it is to tell a joke.
Yeah,
say something funny, and everybody snaps out of it. They start laughing. The room gets not as thick. With all that tension and everything like that, people could breathe again. You can start thinking again. Dude, it's a fucking chemical imbalance to not be able to have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Stress kills. And the counter of stress is joking and having a good time and laughing.
Absolutely.
When they
that shit 100%.
When they give you a transplant of a new liver or a new organ or whatever, they inject stress hormones into your body so it can be weakened and accept the new organ. Did you know that?
No, because I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Drake Ramore over here.
That's how fucking powerful stress is. It kill you.
Yeah.
And you sit here and you can't even laugh about. The crazy shit is you can laugh about somebody fucking falling the wrong way. I laughed my ass off watching Meet Joe Black get hit by both of those cars.
Oh,
it just looked funny as fuck. Tell me it didn't look funny as fuck. Bagao.
Remember the ring?
Yeah.
I almost had to leave the theater when the horse tried to jump the thing and clipped itself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like this shit like that you're not supposed to laugh at. That it's like it's funny. Like I was playing. Damn, I've been playing Fallout 76 hard. Like I am back. So I'm on a mission, whatever. They send an attack dog at me, and I shoot the attack dog. It goes down in one hit. Then for some reason, I just shot his head off for no reason. And if I would have do that, let's say I do that on a stream, oh my God, that's overkill. You didn't have to do that. The fucking it's a dog in a game, bro. Everybody getting headshots in there. If I could blow your head off, I'll blow your head off. Pause.
Word.
But it's just people are like, oh, that's so insensitive. It's like, shut up. It's a joke.
Oh, yo, bro, when I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and I'll be on stream, I'll just be running around and be like, yo, you see this motherfucker? Bow! And just knock him the fuck out. I'm like, yo, he owed me money, and just boom. And they, and they say that's actually better for you because you get your aggression out. You don't do that shit in real life.
Yeah.
But it ain't nothing better than being able to just run around the NPC, just punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, that's where you let it all out.
Yeah, man.
Bro. I know that we do a comic book podcast, but y'all gotta appreciate the first 30 minutes of wisdom every time.
The word.
Every time there's at least a good 30 minutes of wisdom. Y'all still want to do the question or move on?
I mean, it's up to you. We could do. You got a question?
I think we did enough question and answer today, bro.
Real quick, I wanna address Quan. Yo, first off, if I'm Dr. Apartment, then I'm one of those Manhattan apartments that's a couple $1 million. All right, because my insight is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? My defense is impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? My vocabulary is insightful. I'm a thesaurus, but not from this world. So you may not understand what I say. Yeah, word.
Yo, you're more Stegosaurus than Thesaurus.
I'll fry up some steak and call it your children.
I'll fry up some mushrooms and call it chicken.
Word, motherfucker.
Vegans. I fuck with y'all, but that's a L right there.
They trying to kill us, bro.
Just call it fried mushrooms and we'll be fine. You're lying to yourself.
Yep. You got bottles.
I'm okay with vegans. I don't like liars.
Yeah, word. Word. You got bottles of water just in case there's a catastrophe on Earth and we need to survive.
Water's delicious.
Yeah, but if that water stays in that bottle too damn long, the fucking plastic poison you.
That's why you got to heat it up like The Last of Us.
Yeah, but it's funny though. I find it funny how the thing that everybody want to save the planet, but that shit's in a plastic bottle that's supposed to destroy the planet. Why can't you put it in a glass bottle? It don't go bad. You don't get no impurities out of the shit. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Break.
Too expensive.
So does plastic.
It's too expensive. I mean, there is some water that is in.
It don't break.
Shit, that look broken to me.
There is water that comes in bottles, like the Perrier's and the Aquapana. Aquapana's good water.
Yeah, but that's vegan water.
I don't know what they do, but that water's fucking delicious. I don't know if it's chlorine. I don't know what it is.
It can't be chlorine.
Aquapana's delicious.
They put a little sazon in that shit.
Something, bro. Flint, Michigan got the best water. Out of pocket, bro. Yo, can we get some clean water to Michigan? What the fuck? It's been like 10 years.
Yo, I just also want to say, the reason why I stopped voting is because yesterday was President's Day, right? Today was one of the hardest days I've worked all year. It's not a coincidence to me. Everything, for some reason, it's the one fucking holiday of the year that everybody and their mother fucking comes with. I saw the FedEx guy 4 different times today. He just kept delivering. Dude,
they was making up for yesterday.
Yeah, see, they don't make up for Thanksgiving. They don't make up for Martin Luther King Day. They don't make up for fucking Columbus Day. They don't make up for Tuesday. They make up for President's Day. This is why I don't vote. All y'all motherfuckers ever did was give me jury duty, and now I'm at work.
See, this is where I stop. Political shit is where we stop. We don't get into the political realm. Or political gets crazy. I'd rather just talk shit about vegans.
No, I hear you. I'm not gonna talk political shit neither because this ain't my country. But I'm just saying it's not a coincidence that after President's Day, the black man over here got to fucking work twice as hard. That's fucking crazy.
That's true. Very true. I didn't have the day off yesterday, which is weird. I thought I did, but whatever. I just worked. I need to work anyways. It is what it is.
Nah, I hear you, but that sounds racist, though.
It's a little racist.
Yeah.
Dude, you Miami, man. You guys are like sharks down there. If you stop for a second, that's it.
True. I'll tell you, Toe and Show got important ass jobs. I do not have an important job. I work sales. You do not need to buy the kind of shit that I'm selling. You don't. It's great if you do, and it'll give you fantastic experiences. You know, cruising is great, vacations are great, but you don't need that. Now,
tell me, on the contrary, bro, everybody needs a vacation.
Yeah, but it don't gotta be it don't gotta be a cruise, is what I mean. You could get a camper and go somewhere.
Take it from somebody who had to live on a boat, on a ship. Yeah, you probably don't need the cruise, but
Yeah, you don't need the cruise. Cab selling coke. Nah, man.
Coca-Cola.
Coke, bro. Selling drugs is not easy. Okay.
neither is pimping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
Word.
about from experience, but I've seen what that shit does to people.
Hell
That
yeah.
shit ends you in trouble or in jail. So that shit is not easy. You know, respect to the doughboys. You know, somebody got to do it.
Word. But I tell you one thing though,
Oh,
Coke will get you
yeah,
skinnier than
don't
being a
have-
vegan.
Coke will get you skinnier than anything.
This is true.
Fuck a keto diet, a kilo diet. That shit will have you thin as hell.
Word.
Yo, Coke is so annoying. Like you see, like people get high on weed and they be like funny and like they try to be enlightening and sometimes they could be deep, sometimes no. You know, you drink alcohol, you get aggressive, but but you love everybody. You know, you do a Molly or like MDMA, ecstasy, like you loving everybody. You doing shrooms, you're like in your other world. Like Coke, you don't get better on Coke. You don't get cooler on Coke. You just get annoying. I've never met people who aren't annoying on Coke. I've seen people who aren't annoying drinking. I've seen people who aren't annoying smoking weed. Most people who smoke weed aren't annoying. You know, but the minute you on Coke, you get weird. Coke is a weird drug, man. It's so dumb.
Word. And that's why you got to take ecstasy too.
Ecstasy's a lot better, in my opinion.
I remember.
I had some wild times, y'all. I had some wild times.
I remember
I feel
Tyson was on some. I had to take ecstasy to do this shit, Coke to level me out, and Viagra to get it up because all that shit was fucking with me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How's he still alive?
Yo, bro, he's the baddest man on the planet.
He really is.
I feel like as the resident straight edge guy, I have to just disclaimer everybody: don't do drugs ever.
Don't do drugs.
Not necessary.
Word.
I mean,
don't drink. You don't need it.
And if you're
Doesn't
gonna, just do it from 20 to 30 and then stop. Because by 30, you need a plan. And drugs get in the way of that. By 40, you'd hope to execute it or start executing it so that by 45 to 50, you're just stacking and then you just ride off into the sunset after 50 till you're 65 and retire. So if you're going to get wild, just do it in your early 20s. And don't, just like, I know people who do drugs, but also handle business. You feel me? Like, if you get all your shit done and then you go party, fine. But if you are partying and not getting your shit done, that's a problem. My opinion. I know some professionals that'll blow coke all weekend and then go defend somebody in trial on Monday. Like they ain't just snort an 8-ball in an 18-hour bender. So if you gonna handle your business, do what you gotta do. But drugs are very unsafe. Very unsafe. Just don't be a bum. Handle business. Do your job.
Word.
Work your job. Clean your house. Fold your bed. I don't make my bed, but that's because I don't sleep in it most of the time. I pass out on the couch. It's better for my back. But like, clean your house, clean your dishes, do everything you need to do first, then go and have your fun.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be a drug addict, don't be a vegan. Choose one or the other. One or the other. It's hard enough.
Pick one vice.
Yeah, it's hard enough.
Yo,
imagine you're coked out of your mind, you're high as shit, you got the munchies, and you're fucking reading the label to see if there's any jelly in the beans and shit. You know, it's like, come on.
Jelly in the beans.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on with this shit, you know?
Ty makes a great point, though. DMX smoked crack and had 2 #1 albums. He handled business.
DMX could have been a paraplegic and had 2 #1 albums.
He handled business first and then did the drugs or maybe during, but business was handled, is what I'm saying. The worst thing you could do is just like not be productive in some way. Whether it's like writing something down, drawing something, making art on, like, I don't know, maybe you like to open up Microsoft Paint and do some shit. Your job, working out, like do something to keep that brain stimulating. And then if you want to wind down with a nice little joint, maybe a nice little mushroom, maybe a nice little, do what you got to do. Just handle business first. Don't prioritize the party. Prioritize work and your life. Then everything comes later. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Yes.
Wrong button. But still.
That one worked, though. That one worked.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this review, I'm going last. I want to hear you guys talk about it.
Yo, last. you know how many fucking comic book characters were fucking crackheads?
I mean,
Bane. Look at Bane. He's on that shit.
Yo, but he would handle business first, and then he'll crank that venom.
Yeah, he'll break Batman's back, then crank that Soldier Boy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Go take over the world first, and then go do drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my message. That's my message. Just handle business. It cannot be about the party. And if you do that, like 20 to 28 is when you can safely do that. You shouldn't be doing it. After 30, you need to like slow down a bit. By 40, I'm not saying you should give up, but just slow down. Like, do more traveling later on. Yo, look, from what would you say is a good age where you like start to like get out there and develop like 14, 13, 14?
Develop like social skills?
When you develop what?
Like developing social skills and interacting and going out and doing shit on your own. Like 14?
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
From like 14 from like 14 to like 25, just fuck it up. Eat the burger, fucking, smoke the joint, do it, go. But after 25, calm down a bit. Just calm down. I mean, people start smoking early, bro. People start smoking early.
I'm gonna stay out of this. All right.
What I'm saying is that your youth is when you can fuck it all up. Like that's when
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
That's the time to, that's the time to get all your wrongs out of the way.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I meant.
It's the method in which the wrongs are being delivered.
Well, some people like to drink the soda. Some people like to drink the booze. That's on you. I'm not telling you to go and do drugs. I'm just saying those are the years where you can fuck it up and figure it out. After 25, start getting in the game a little bit. Because 25 to 35, I feel like someone like fast forwards. Like that shit just you blink and you're 35. Shit is crazy.
Word.
You dog. Like I got to Miami 09. I was 24 years old. And here I am about to be 38 in 11 days. Crazy. Shit flies, dude. Shit flies. So have the fun early.
Shit, you a March baby too?
March 2nd, yeah.
Oh, I'm the 10th.
That's my dad's birthday.
Oh, shit. Gigi and Kenny are the March also.
Yo, bro, Matt March babies. Bro Lex is March. I mean, I think Ron is late February. I think Ron's birthday is coming up soon. I think the 24th.
Shit.
Was it today? It might be today.
Happy birthday, Ron, if you're out there.
I'm going to go check Facebook. I'm going to go check Facebook. Because that's what, honestly, it's why I keep Facebook. To see whose birthday it is.
Yep.
God, I don't use this shit. Literally just to check birthdays. I think could be today. I don't know. I'll check. All right, sorry guys. We are super distracted. Veganism and doing drugs at a young age. Yeah. Sooner or later, we're gonna not like get more formatted, but like sooner or later we're gonna start a show in like 10 minutes. Maybe.
It would
Seems overrated.
Yeah. You know what the thing is though? We wouldn't be knuckleheads if we didn't go off the rails.
That's what we do, right?
Yeah. And we're talking about some real shit too. We get
do.
to the point.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a podcast where we say Ant-Man and the Wasp and then go, oh shit, we didn't say nothing. What'd you think about it? It sucked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the podcast.
We leaving y'all with life lessons.
Yeah.
Yo, to the top chat right there, 48 minutes and no Ant-Man. Yeah, there was about 48 minutes and no Kang either. So
that just upset me.
Yo, but you know what? Wait.
Because you're speaking facts.
Yeah. Yo, but we always start off with the introduction. The question of the day. We go a little bit about what's happening during the week. This is for some of us the first time we get to talk to each other. And then we get into the main event.
Yeah.
So that's the format. If you don't like the format, then this is what you do. You keep the show open.
Let me know.
You listen to the whole show. You like the shit.
And
you subscribe to the channel. You send the link to your friend. You send the link to your grandmother. You have them send the link out on the line. And then, with no equivocation, with the most gentlest of your touch, with maybe it's Maybelline, with a little bit of ice in the fucking coffee, you go fuck yourself.
That's what it was. That's the clip of the week.
Yes.
That's how you advertise next week's podcast with that right there. That's the clip. That's what we clipping.
There you go.
That's what we clipping. I like it.
Shit. Motherfuckers want to play games.
You could, whatever you're going to do with that lube, just be careful.
Or do it when you're young.
Do it when you're young.
Past 25, you can't put the lube down.
You might need to past 25. Depends on what you're doing. Depends on what you're...
Just like life, you just accept it.
Damn. No lube. No lube after 25.
That's how life does it.
Word.
I backed myself into that. I backed myself into that for sure.
All right. So Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania.
All right. So I want to start.
Go ahead.
Because I don't have as many problems with it as y'all guys do. And I'm going to say it now. I think we went to a too early showing. Because we went to a 9 a.m. show on Saturday.
Oh, so y'all was cranky?
And towards the end, I was a little...
But honestly, this is the most bored I've been in a Marvel movie in a long time.
Okay, so all right, so
it's not just you.
All right, so I thought it was because I was tired.
Normally, I nudge him or I say something. When I looked over, I was like, I'm just gonna let him sleep.
Don't even ruin this shit. Don't even ruin his sleep. It's not that I was like I didn't grab my phone, and I was looking, but I was like,
So all right, so I'm gonna start off by just saying this is an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
It's like everybody that asks me, I don't want to ruin the shit for them. They didn't see it. I just go, it's an Ant-Man movie. It's nothing better. It's nothing worse. I would say it's one of the better ones out of all the Ant-Man movies, just because
it's the best Ant-Man movie out there. But we live in a world where Marvel can't be mediocre anymore, and that's what I'm gonna get into later.
No, yeah. There's no reason for hope to exist. Jesus.
No, are you talking about Hope the character or Hope in general, like the concept of Hope?
I thought he was talking about Hope Van Dyne.
I thought so too, but
either
way it goes.
The character, there you go.
I agree with him wholeheartedly if it's the concept of Hope.
No, he's talking about the character.
He's talking about the character.
So I'm watching it. I'm sitting here, and he's living off the success of his book and his podcast, and everybody makes mention to Ant-Man. He capitalized on it. Now, little fun fact: Ant-Man is a fucking ex-thief con. that was in jail twice. He had no money. Everything he did was for his daughter. He was trying to make money for his daughter. So best way to make money for your daughter, exploit the fucking snap. Let's fucking get let's get out. Let's get that out the way.
Let's make a book.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him for that shit.
No, not at all.
Do what you need to do. What I was a little pissed off about was the whole, oh yeah, you bring everybody back from the snap. No, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. You know, you're sitting there, right, and you're fighting for the whole relocation or home replacement act shit. You want everybody that came back to have homes. You're being activism for that, but you wouldn't have all these people back to have homes if it wasn't for Ant-Man. Literally, if it wasn't for Ant-Man.
I think they're just like trying to give him a hard time.
Yeah,
I get dicks, but I hear you.
I get it, but
it's very important.
It's kind of like the fucking does he shoot webs out of his ass shit.
Let it go, man.
No, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you make fun of Hank Pym for his ants. It's like, bro, he had ants for we're going on 50, 60 years now.
The fucking ants.
They call him the Ant-Man.
Expect some ants.
Yeah, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre didn't have a hatchet.
Well,
he had a chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? He had a chainsaw and shit. The snipers don't walk around shooting people with fucking 9mm. No. They got sniper rifles. So let's get. I just want to say that this is not a part of the review of the movie. I just want to say it because I'm tired of this shit. It's supposed to be a lawyer show, right?
Damn.
Yeah, motherfuckers. But anyway. So
damn. Okay. Maybe I should have gone first.
Yeah. So I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, all right, she's calling Hank Pym grandpa. Part of me was a little like, that's a little cringy for me because they were all gone for those 5 years. I know he knew Hope like that, but that's very fast for me to, accept this whole their family shit. Especially when her mom is still alive. You know what I'm saying? They may mention to her mom still being alive. So to me, that was a little, but if it wasn't for watching,
what are you talking about?
Cassie, when she called Hank Pym grandpa when they were eating the pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Time had passed though. Like there was enough time to build that.
So this is where I'm getting at. I'm getting at this shit. Right. So that was a little cringy for me. See, you making me lose my shit. I didn't interrupt you when you did the review.
My bad.
You see, Cavs, how he always interrupts me in the most dying part of the.
No, that was me, man. My bad.
The most dying.
No, but you were talking about how she how they mentioned to her mother.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for another review that actually reminded me that Ant-Man had a degree in like chemical and electrical engineering, and he was actual he had some intelligence. That he could build shit and that he hacked, the company that he worked for to give everybody back their monies and all that other stuff. If they didn't gloss that over in all the other movies that he actually had some kind of intelligence and just make him look like a fucking idiot, I wouldn't have questioned how the fuck is his daughter a genius? You know what I'm saying? Because I questioned it. I was like, how is his daughter a genius?
I know stupid parents that got smart kids.
I hear you, but this is what I'm saying. Cassie's character went from 6 to 17 in a snap. And I know nothing about her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all brand new. And I just have to accept it. And there's nothing here that really makes me attached to the fact that all right, so if this girl's in danger, now I'm like, okay, you gotta go save her. No, she already done proved that she's a master with the fucking pen particle. She's fucking shrinking cop cars. She's getting arrested. She's an activist. She got her own but she's doing all this shit. Everybody accepts this, except for her father. Like her father don't know nothing, but everybody's accepting the fact that this girl's getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? any other color of skin on that girl, it would have been a problem. But this one gets praised for getting arrested. You know, she's not, unless you're gonna be a rapper, you know, that's not something you should, you know, praise. But anyway, you know, and then they get sucked into the quantum realm.
She got arrested for, doing protesting. So
yeah, I get it. But
I get where you're coming from, though. Yeah,
you know, in this state, when you protest, they shoot mace in your face and fuck you up and throw you in jail. You know, they do shit to you. But anyway, you know, she opens up a beacon, and now another part that we glossed over that no one really knew about, the mom, I forgot her name.
Janet.
Janet is now all of a sudden afraid of the fucking quantum realm and don't want nobody fucking with it after they told her that they're fucking with it. And we're like, there were no stakes here. It's, Jumanji had a least warning on the box, or like a legend, like, oh, this game is supposed to be some shit, or like, oh, let's all find out what's going on with this game. You know what I'm saying? And then we all found out together. We're sitting here watching everybody that knows everything, and we're just waiting for them to explain it to us. To me, that's kind of like cheating on the test. You know, we're all going to have an open book test, and the teacher's just going to give you the answer because she's tired of everybody failing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, it's the pacing of this movie.
Pacing, yes. But I think we all we speculated before that she always knew something was up.
Yeah.
She was always very fidgety. Like she came back.
Yeah.
When they found her from the quantum, she was weird. Like she came back different, and we hadn't even seen her up until she got back. But we just knew there was something off about her.
Yeah, and like, you know, she had no problem with this dude going into the quantum realm to take the particles before they got snapped, and like I'm saying, it's just one of those things. It's like I needed a little bit more Cassie watching her grow up, or just straight out, let's start the movie off with Kang.
Yeah, I did not like the start to this movie.
Like, I get it.
5 minutes, we break a machine, Quantumania.
Yeah. Like if Kang would have been, you know, sitting there, and the whole thing would have been him looking for this girl, for Bridget, what did you call her? Janet. He was looking for Janet. You know, the 30 years, like, let's say he had the army looking for Janet, like, she's nowhere to be found, and like 30 years later, you see MODOK sitting there, doop, 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 what, I got her. And then they bring her in or some shit like that. Like, because you sit there and you see Kang come out of nowhere and shoot somebody, and you get their little love, and they were in love, and she helped them build some shit.
They were never in love.
She said she had needs.
No, that was with Bill Murray.
That was with Bill Murray.
No, that was with him too.
No, 100%. No.
Yeah, you think Kang didn't smash that?
I mean, of course there was something happening there. Like, but no, I didn't get love from them at all. Man, Janet tasted some of the BBC.
Word, he knows.
I mean, it's hard to be in a cave with Jonathan Majors and be like, let me behave. I get that, but no. I didn't get that from them at all. I didn't get that from them.
Word.
So
yeah, the pace.
What Ty said, Toe's complaint summarized, there's information that the characters know that they're not necessarily giving the audience. In Janet's case, she didn't give that to the characters either, though.
No, yeah.
Like she was clearly hiding something. We knew that from the beginning, and I think we speculated that here before we even saw trailers of this movie. We knew she was off about something.
Yeah.
Now, how her relationship with Kang came to be, I actually did enjoy that. The whole I need help, you need help, let's help each other. The pacing of this movie is weird, though. It's like, within the first 2 minutes, like, she breaks the machine. So a bunch of fucking geniuses around, and you think fucking smacking a fucking beacon into the quantum realm is a good idea?
Yeah.
Turn it off! It's not a box television, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Full of static. I would have been, to be honest, I would have been okay with the cheesy opening, like in the beginning of time. There was the one who's left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have taken that cheesy opening and we just get straight to Kang. Maybe a stupid cheesy opening like that helps the post-credit scene make a little bit more sense to people who don't know what that is. I knew that was Immortus. Sure. I knew that was, Ramatut. I knew that. Like, not a lot of people did. And we'll get into that, but the breaking a machine that sends a signal to the quantum, like, no, I didn't like that one bit. Sorry.
No, yeah, I get it. I hear you.
Sorry for yelling.
Nah, shit. That's why you have that shit on your mic, so you can yell and it sounds all like one tone. But no,
I enjoyed Cassie's character too. I actually did think it gave life to Scott, and it's kind of like everything he's been working for. We got a little payout of Cassie, and she got some of the good stuff from him and some of the bad stuff from him. So it was cool, but.
So here's the thing, though. This is my issue, right? The relationship between him and Cassie in this movie wasn't really told the way I would have liked it to connect with them, because in Ant-Man 1, he falls into the quantum realm and he's unconscious and he hears his daughter. He's like, oh shit, and he's trying to figure out a way because he's getting back to his daughter. When he's in that the whole probability shit, and he's trying to get back to his daughter, everybody's lifting him up. There was no connection to his daughter here. It was like two friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, his daughter was never in danger. And even when Kang lifted her up with the fucking force choke, he didn't hurt her.
Well, Kang was gonna kill her.
That's
dangerous.
Imagine if he would have was hurting her while he was doing it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Like Darth Vader would have really been choking Cassie while Ant-Man would have been, I don't know his fucking Scott Lang. Well, Scott Lang would have been like, yo, get your fucking hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted, just because he lifted her up, Scott to come out of that cage and like, yo, you're a bitch. And just be like, you fucked up. Boom. And just hit him. Because apparently you're not going to do nothing to my daughter but lift her up with your little fucking...
Oh, wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that. Yo, dude. He was like choking her.
He was lifting her up. He wasn't choking. She wasn't in pain.
She was fucking...
He manipulated her.
She wasn't breathing. They weren't breathing. Yeah, they weren't breathing.
He pushed her to the wall. Dude, I'm telling you right now,
I don't know.
The tough talk of Kang in the beginning of this fucking movie, or in that scene, made me feel like, okay, I'd have swung at you. It would have been one of those, yo, let me out of this. Let me out of this fucking cage. Now, Thanos, him tough talking anybody would have been like, all right, hold on, wait. We're going to have to think about this.
So you didn't like Kang? I think that was the best part of the movie.
His acting was the best part of the movie, but it was more of desperation. If this is gonna make sense, it's like a desperate confidence.
Well,
from Kang.
He's trying 100%. He's trying to get out of there.
Yeah,
he needs help to get out of there.
Where Thanos was a confident. Thanos was I may not get the stone now, but I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it, yeah.
And I'm gonna kill you. So you let me know when's best for you, and we'll make an appointment.
I think that's the problem with everything now. We cannot stop comparing to Kang. To Thanos. And the Avengers level events. I'm gonna get into that because I'm literally the same thing. Like, I see these posters of Kang versus Thanos, and it's like, comic book wise, which is hilarious because in the comic books, Thanos is like super one-dimensional. They actually gave him some life in the MCU. Like, they gave him a purpose. and it was believable and it was fair. You know what I'm saying? So when I see these posters of like, who's the better one? I'm like, first of all, we haven't seen enough Kang,
Yeah.
or have we? I don't know. But I'm thinking I'll pick Thanos over that, and like that's my problem with this. Like, I need to stop. I need to start letting go of the good old days and just accept where we are.
Also, here's the thing. What is besides the fact that Kang wants to control time? What is his motivation?
No, but that's
like,
what it is.
He wants to win. What do you want to win? Thanos at least wanted to wipe out half the universe because he felt that was the way that the universe could survive the gluttony that was happening.
It's random.
No, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what if Kang would have been like, no matter what timeline I was in, I couldn't save this woman because of the other Kangs, because they kept talking about their precious timeline that she needed to die.
I would have enjoyed that. I would have liked that.
That's why I'm gonna control time and kill all them motherfuckers.
I would have liked that. Yep.
Okay,
I would have liked
now
that.
I can understand why you have to kill, fucking what's her name? Ironheart.
Riri Wilson.
Riri Wilson. Like when Namor
William.
was like,
Sorry.
when Namor was like, look, I gave my people the sun. I did all this stuff. Now you understand why I have to kill the scientists. Yeah, it was to protect his people. I have no idea why you have to get out of this quantum realm, other than the fact that you're just going to be a tyrant.
That's pretty much it. My man, he has done so much time traveling and he's seen where everything, because that's the thing. Kang already won. Feel me? Like, Kang already, he says it too, which was a great line. He's like, when you've already seen the end, nothing else really matters.
Yeah.
It's just about getting there. So I don't like, I agree with you. The motives were just basic. This guy's just a time traveling tyrant, the Conqueror, literally Kang the Conqueror. That's what he is so wild that his own variants had to send him off somewhere. So although the purpose might not seem grand, it's because it doesn't need to be, because he's just a time traveling tyrant. Yeah, you're right.
So now the reason why the problem I had with this movie, because in all actuality, I thought it was a decent movie. It was a fun movie to go watch.
Yeah, I'm being mean.
No, but if we're gonna nitpick because we're reviewing it, it's just the pacing of this movie was the biggest problem. We didn't get enough information about stuff, and I felt like this movie was the type of movie that, yo, Cabs, I need you to come with me somewhere. And you go, all right. And I go there and I beat the shit out of somebody and you're holding me back. And I'm like, no, we got to beat the shit out. And then we leave. And then after, we're settled and all that, you go, yo, why'd you beat the shit out of him? Because he raped my mom. Well, why didn't you tell me that shit in the beginning? We both would have beat the shit out of him.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it would have been, if Janet would have been like, well, look, before we turn that on, maybe let me tell you something.
Or if what she said to them actually meant something, because you notice she gave the story and she's like, oh, he's a dangerous person, and they've beat him no problem. Here's the thing.
It was a little easy.
Here's the thing though, Kang himself beat the shit out of Scott Lang.
Oh yeah.
And if it wasn't for Scott Lang doing what he did to the sphere, Scott would have died. Kang himself was a badass in this movie.
Yes, he was.
He beat the shit out of these people.
Yeah.
His people and his plan, weak.
Yeah.
You overthrew that government with some ants.
To be fair, they were really smart ants.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I said as a joke.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the ants.
You overthrew that government with the people that are afraid of this man, and that he killed off most of them. Teenage girl.
We could have had a better ending than the ants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I was not a fan. That reminded me of the Multiverse of Madness fucking music fight. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, and a quick question. Didn't they say that Hank Pym couldn't go subatomic or do all that other shit because he would die. He wouldn't be able to use the suit anymore in part 1. That's why Scott Lang had to use the suit.
I mean, he didn't use a suit though.
No,
I mean,
but
you gotta go subatomic to go into the quantum realm. But
no, but I'm saying like
Cassie perfected the design, I guess.
I'm just saying it's weird how this man that can't shrink no more is shrinking a lot. Part 2, he's in midget cars, he's in midget buildings, he's in the quantum realm.
He keeps shrinking.
Yeah, like, it's like a guy that says, I can't get an erection no more, but you in porn, my nigga. Like, what happened?
It's also weird how Janet Van Dyne had powers in the sequel, in the second one, and then mysteriously no powers now.
Yeah.
What power she had? I forgot.
She had all that quantum energy in her.
That shit that she used to help Ghost.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, listen, this, if they would have lost at any, if I'm sorry, they should have took this movie as a Rocky movie. They lost in the beginning, and then they found a way to win at the end.
This should have been an L, 100%. Kang needed to win.
Something.
So, yeah, I 1,000,000% agree. Like, the stakes felt low the whole time, and at the end, they just felt even lower. It's like, man. Yeah. And I think it's unfair because I see this comment a lot, and I thought it was going to happen. I thought Scott was going to die, or maybe Hope. Well, I thought one of them was going to die. Nobody dies. So I see a lot of people saying, hey, Scott should have died in this one. And it's like, I think it's unfair to say that. At the end of the day, it is a director's view or whatever. But I do feel like a impactful death would have been cool. Like, Kang needed the W on this one. And obviously Kang will be back. Obviously. And then, that post-credit scene. But yeah, the whole movie just felt low stakes. Which we should be used to with an Ant-Man movie. But the MCU advertisement and messaging is fucking weird nowadays. Like, back in phase 1, you would have been like, okay, it's an Ant-Man movie. Now at the beginning of phase 5, where we are, you're like, bro, what the fuck was that, Marvel? And is that unfair on us? Is Marvel not communicating correctly? And I think that's where I'm at. I'm gonna stop expecting Avengers level events. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just gonna go to these movies to enjoy it, but I still got more to say. You're up, Captain.
No, but the thing, it's like we keep going to a 5-star restaurant getting hotel fucking food. We have the right to be like, yo, what's going on here?
But we never did that before, is what I'm saying. Like, back in the day,
the food was good.
But I mean, the Ant-Man food was good back then. Ant-Man 1 was super mid, and Ant-Man 2 is like forgettable.
Yo, Ant-Man 1, at least we had. Yo, I know a guy that knows this, and then did he talk to me because of this?
We had, we had Luis. Yes,
we had characters, Luis. And it connected to stuff. It mentioned Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like he fucking fought Falcon. It was like we said, a palate cleanser. This is the movie that this is where the joke comes in, and they explain the pen particles, and the particles were what we needed to be introduced for everything else. Part 2 was just something fun. And they just expanded on the quantum realm. This one, I don't think we needed it.
We did not need this movie.
Because what would have been awesome?
We could have slid this in between 2 other big boys.
You know what would have been awesome?
Which I guess is what they're gonna do, what they're doing.
Is if another Kang sent them in the quantum realm to stop this Kang from coming out.
They sent another Kang in there?
No, like Scott Lang's just walking around the street talking all this other shit, and Cassie builds this beacon, and Hank Pym's like, yo, how did you build this? Like, no one knew that she was doing this. And she's like, oh, I was studying the quantum realm. I was like, the only people that know about the quantum realm are here. It's like, no, I found this physicist that knew a little bit about the quantum realm, and he was giving me all this information. And it was another Kang variant setting her up to go in there because he knew that this one was gonna go. And Hank, because he knew Hank Pym and Hope and Rachel were smart enough to stop him.
And that actually would make more sense as to why Janet was so upset with everything.
Yeah,
They'd be like, yo, who the fuck were you talking to about the quantum realm?
yeah. And then
And then they start doing research,
Yeah.
and they can't find nothing about this guy, and boom, you've been bamboozled this whole time.
and then MODOK finds you and puts you in the thing.
You were just making a beacon for him,
Yep.
so he can get down there.
And then when Scott Lang does his little mind shit at the end, going, wait, did we stop the right one? Who was the guy talking to Cassie?
That was actually
he the one that we got to worry about?
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
It was mine also because it kind of made...
He makes sense. He's like, yo, did we really just win?
Yo, because him and Loki had the same thought.
See, it's too easy.
That's what made me like it, because Loki was like, yo, if we just kill the one guy that was protecting us from a bad guy?
Yeah.
And he said the same shit.
That would have been, you know what, though? I actually really like that idea. That would have been fun.
Because you show the Council of Kangs, and now all of a sudden they're getting too close. But why? If there's so many Kangs trying to stop these people from, everybody wants to kill them or stop them because there's someone worse. Why couldn't there be another person worse? Baron Zemo and motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't there be another Kang? Just so happening to, draw the attention of the box to fucking Kamala Khan. Just so happening to, draw the rings to fucking Shang-Chi. Just so happening to, to get Hulk interested in what's going on in outer space. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I like the post-credit scene of Loki more than I did of the Council of Kangs. Council of Kangs is cool. And it was Immortus looked really good, actually. I actually enjoyed
Which one was that?
With the long hat, the purple looking one.
The guy who looked like Lo Pen.
Yes, Lo Pen.
Okay.
Exactly. You have the
she got green eyes.
Yeah, Lo Pen. It's funny how much he looks like Lo Pen in the comics too. It's really good. But like, I was more excited about Loki because you see Kang just kind of trying to blend into people, but he's like super smart and he's like a time traveler. It kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed, about how Assassin's Creed, they use real historic figures at real historic times, but to tell their assassin story. Like I mentioned it all the time, Leonardo da Vinci makes weapons for the Brotherhood in Assassin's Creed when they went back to the 1500s in Italy. Leonardo da Vinci, the painter. He is a painter. He's an artist. But he also makes weapons for the Brotherhood. I love that kind of shit. So if you make Kang go back as some kind of like important figure, but he's also like this time traveling dude just working underground, that actually made me very excited. More than the Council of Kangs, at least. I mean, not that I'm not excited about the Council of Kangs. I just don't know why I'm excited for it. I need to know why I'm excited for that, which might be made evident later on, but. Yeah, I'm Loki season 2 that little snippet of just them finding Kang variants and then just seeing them blending in with the populace, but just they're really smart and they're probably like I would love to see a Western Kang selling time travel potions. Like here, everybody step up. See, get your fix-it medicine over here. This will make you go quantum. And they just call it quantum cola or some shit like that. And there's just a variant of Kang trying to sell this shit in the fucking 1850s. That seems interesting to me. And Loki, that bit of Loki that we saw at the end, the second post-credit scene, actually made me very excited for Loki. It's probably the most exciting thing that I saw the whole movie.
Word.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, I mean, that was pretty much the issue for me. I like I said, I enjoyed it. I wish they would have had more. I feel like they're lacking the connection to the characters.
Bro, save some of that for me. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
And that was pretty much it. I enjoyed the whole drink. All right, I didn't understand. His daughter says, "Drink the ooze," and then everybody's chanting. Blah, blah. Like I would have been like, "Oh wait, you're fine. Give me the ooze then." Like, why is he being tortured and she's fine and he's not realizing? Wait a minute, you're chilling.
I think she was.
Why are you fucking with me?
She was probably more open to drinking the ooze. I'm not gonna lie. The little jelly creature was funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
he was cute.
Oh, and I got the reference where you said 2 weeks ago that it was the Star Wars of, because the quantum realm felt, especially that restaurant.
Yes,
felt Star Warsy.
Very Star Warsy.
Yeah. We'll get to the Easter eggs. I don't know if you saw any. We'll get to that after review, but that's pretty much my review.
I did not watch any of the Easter eggs, so I would love to hear some because I'm probably missing out on a lot. But go ahead, Cap.
I mean, you guys pretty much said it all. For me, this movie was 6.5 out of 10 at best.
The mid is of mid.
Yeah, like my problems with this movie are Janet Van Dyne has a fucking problem with everybody going to the quantum realm, but she's not gonna fucking tell anybody about it until they get down there. And even when they get down there, she's still refusing to tell people why the fuck she's so afraid. So what the fuck you want us to do? I can't be afraid of something that you are if you're not gonna tell me what it is. Kang is like, yo, I'm the only one who can stop these guys. I need to win. But you're going to do it in the most antagonistic way instead of getting people to help you. Why in the fuck would I help you if you come off as something worse than the people you're trying to tell me you need to stop? Again, you're not communicating shit to me effectively. Then the biggest thing for me is you made this motherfucker so close to Dr. Doom. The only difference is Doom's people would have loved him. And they would have had to fight the natives to get to Doom. But he's a guy, he has some powers, he took over a thing, he's the tyrant, we gotta go stop him, and we easily kick his ass. People who don't know comics are gonna be like, yo, isn't that the same shit Kang did? That's the same shit. He's got people who look like him running around. If Ant-Man could stop this motherfucker, we don't need anybody else. The whole time I was like, yo, if a real Avenger showed up, this Kang, who's supposed to be the conqueror, is getting his ass handed to him.
If Thor shows up, Kang is done.
Yeah.
This Kang.
If Rocky Raccoon shows up, this motherfucker's done.
Yeah, bro. And it was cool seeing him zap people like when he got upset.
Yo,
yes,
that's another thing.
Zap them, kill people. When you're the conqueror.
That's another thing. He goes down and obliterates motherfuckers, but then hits Scott with it and nothing. No bruise. No, Scott was like, oh, that hurt extra hard. Scott was just like, oh, all right, get up. I'm fine. Like, what's the explanation behind that? Because
I literally said, yo, why don't you just zap them, Kang?
Yeah, because as we were talking earlier, Toe was like, Scott's human. That's maybe, yeah, Kang's human too.
Yeah.
That means his tech was designed first for humans and then for the people down in the quantum realm. So he should have fucking been cool. Now, the biggest thing is this movie is like Eternals. This doesn't tie into anything that's immediate. And I'll tell you why. One, the Council of Kangs already seem to be doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, they've been around.
This dude was just an inconvenience who wasn't even an inconvenience for them. He was stuck in the quantum realm. He was never good, unless if Scott and Cassie never went down there, he would have never been part of their plans. They would have still done whatever the fuck they were doing. So we didn't need him for that. The whole scene with Loki season 2, Loki already came out and was like, who the fuck is that? That dude's evil. We need to stop him. And all we did was see another scene where Loki was like, nope, that dude's evil. We need to stop him. That shit, again, was already happening before this movie came out. So, like you guys were saying, no stakes. This movie had nothing to do with anything. And the
But
Council of Kings.
that's what MCU fans want. They want these single stories, and I don't know.
No.
I feel like what was lacking here was the interconnectivity.
But see, here's the thing. This wasn't supposed to be a single story.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige, he literally says this kicks off Phase 5.
Yeah.
So where's the kickoff?
Yeah.
There
was
this motherfucker.
No mania. It was
this motherfucker put out the kickoff. This guy sent the fucking kicker to kick off the game when it was 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Yeah.
Like the game's already started. I don't know why we need a kickoff.
Yeah.
You know what happened? They started the Phase 5 and went to commercial.
Yeah, dude, because I literally was sitting in the theater, like I said, was looking at Kang going, this can't be the big bad. I was like, this can't be him. You either had, like you said before, he either had to have won. So in the test screenings, the original ending was Kang gets the upper hand. They still fuck up the quantum sphere.
Yeah.
But Kang gets the upper hand. Kang escapes and traps Hope and Scott in the quantum realm. And he dips.
That's what I thought was going to happen. But then Cassie just opens the portal again. I was like, well, that was anticlimactic. Like they're looking over everybody like they're about to fucking rule because they got to make it happen. And Cassie goes, no, wait. Vroom, and just opens everything back up. And just go back home.
Here's something that I don't understand. She built one of them. That got destroyed when they all got sucked in. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They came back out. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, I got another one. Found them. Boom. Open it. Instantaneous. So is there a time dilation or not?
Was she working on this for 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Hope went in, fought the dude, and instead of the portal didn't stay open. It could have just stayed open.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It disappeared. And then they had to re-find them. And her re-finding, like, I don't understand. Was that supposed to be simultaneous as
so weird
the final fight was happening? Or was that after the final fight? Because he literally was like, let's go home. And the fucking thing.
Yeah. It was so weird.
Now, another issue I had, it's not really an issue. I'm not a big MODOK fan. So I really don't care about MODOK the character. And if people are watching and you do, I'm sorry that they did your character dirty like that. But I get why. It makes perfect sense that Darren Cross is MODOK.
We were happy about that.
You go back and you watch the first one, he even shrinks like that. And it makes visual language sense, all that shit.
Yeah.
But design for killing what? He wasn't a killer himself.
He was mad nice.
He didn't kill anybody. Tell me who to be. Now, again, I don't give a shit because if you look on Hulu, there's a fucking cartoon about MODOK where he's got a family and he's running a business and it's a fucking comedy. So they already don't take this character serious. But I don't think he brought nothing to the movie.
You could have just left Kang out.
You could have left both of them out and just had them try to escape the fucking quantum realm. Then, to Toe's point, Cassie was already gone. Like, Kang didn't have control of Cassie when Kang was like, oh, maybe I'll go hurt her again. And Scott was like, no, don't. Kang didn't know what the fuck she was.
Well, they walked out together, and then Scott went down there, and then we don't know what happened in between all of that. but like they walked out together. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she dipped because she wasn't there when he.
But Scott was already in the, what is it called, the popularity sphere, whatever, the singularity,
probability.
Whatever that shit is.
No.
Yeah, he was already in there, and whatever was going on in there was, I don't know.
But what I'm saying, when he came out, and he was like, "Yo, Kang, we had a deal," and Kang like reneged on him.
Yeah.
Cassidy was already gone. She wasn't standing there.
Yeah.
So how you gonna threaten? How you gonna threaten me? You don't know where she is. You don't have control of her.
Well, there was already a war. Yeah, like the battle had already started. It's confusing. I don't know.
Now, there's something that I heard somebody else say that I didn't think of. Because again, by that point at the end of the movie, I was just watching it
to get it over with, to see the post-credit scenes.
Yeah. So somebody brought up the fact that why didn't Kang have any time power? Like, instead of the force choke, if he would have turned around and said, "Yo, you're gonna help me, or I'm gonna steal more time from you," and age Cassie up, and was playing with her that way and stealing time from her, that would have been more menacing.
That would have been like, "Yo, look, this is what I can make her look like."
Yeah, if the whole thing, because Kang has temporal manipulation. The chair, he needs to jump around the universes and different timelines, but his suit gives him temporal manipulation. He could have went down and, like Doctor Strange with the time stone, rewound something and got the upper hand on something else.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking visually cool instead of him just Yeah. Now I will say it felt like they gave him the script and Kang and Jonathan Majors went, there's nothing here. So I have to, like, his facial tics and his facial movements.
Yeah.
Were immaculate.
Great silent acting.
I honestly feel like at one point, the director was like, "Yo, can we do one without that?" And Majors was like, "Yo, I have to do something because he's stoic. He doesn't. Yeah. If he didn't have those tics, he would have been a blank slate the entire movie because the writing didn't help him out at all."
Yeah.
So this movie to me is like the Eternals. Like, it doesn't need to exist. It doesn't lead to anything in the immediate future because. So, what's next? Guardians of the Galaxy. This is not going to deal with Kang. That's going to deal with Rocket Raccoon and the higher evolutionary and that shit. After that, the Marvels. The Marvels not going to deal with Kang. They got their own shit happening with Skrulls and Kree and whatever the fuck else is happening in space. Captain America 4. Captain America's got the leader to deal with. He's got a nation, he's now the symbol of a nation and a world, and he's got his ground level shit. The Thunderbolts are not going to deal with Kang. The Thunderbolts are going to be.
We might not see Kang until 2025.
Yeah. And I was telling my friend that at the end of Iron Man, we're building the Avengers Initiative. One Piece. At the end of fucking the Incredible Hulk, Tony shows up. Yo, we're building the Avengers Initiative. Piece number 2. The end of Captain America, we found him. There's another piece. At the end of Thor, Loki's in the fucking mirror doing some shit with the Tesseract because they found it. Like, not every the Phase 1 movies, the Infinity Saga, they didn't turn around and go, "Oh, there's the direct lines," but they put shit in there, and you can see when you step back. I see where the dots are that I need to connect. Like I said here, you could clearly be like, "Oh, well, this led into to Loki season 2," but I've already explained that shit was happening already.
Yeah, we already met a variant of Kang. Like, we knew he was coming. We knew what this girl did. Yeah.
Like, this didn't set up the Kang that Loki's gonna see.
That was gonna be happening already. Like, you could have put that post-credit scene on anything you wanted. Didn't have to be on Quantumania.
See, this is why I was saying that if they would have showed him outside of the quantum realm, another variant of him, teaching Cassie how to make the shit to set him up, and he Baron Zemo the shit, and there was different Kangs doing shit to try to prevent that, either try to prevent that Kang or to get rid of the Avengers so they can take over the timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh shit, there's another Kang out there, and then Captain America New World Order, he does what he needs to do, and there's another Kang behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a guy that travels through time and seen the end. Why wouldn't he be at all the major fucking things that happened? Like, he was at Age of Ultron. He was fucking with them. He was doing this other stuff. Like, he was King Man Tut or whatever the fuck he wants to be, the Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had so many little things. Like, he goes, just one person wearing the same black jacket in every fucking movie. And no one notices until Kang is wearing that jacket when he's talking to Cassie. I'm like, wait a minute. Here goes the Easter egg. This shit was in Captain America, the first Avenger. This shit was in Age of Ultron. This shit was in Civil War. This shit was Infinity War on the planet. This shit was in fucking Endgame. This shit was in fucking in Miss Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was everywhere.
Which you
Putting
should
the
be.
pieces together.
So here's the thing. I think
Like, he tried to get Thanos to stop it. And let's say when Thanos did the snap, that's when he controlled the timeline. But then when they beat Thanos, it fucked everything up because that's where the incursion happened or something. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're gonna like that little kid in Spider-Man 2 was all of a sudden Peter Parker. I think they're gonna retroactively go back and say all this shit that they're gonna point to shit and be like, oh well, you remember how this didn't make sense? That was Kang. You remember how that was Kang.
But if you would have did that, this movie, people would have believed it more. People are believing that the fucking Eternals were made, the Eternals and the fucking Celestials, we'll get into this deeper. The Eternals and the Celestials were made in the quantum realm. But good.
Well, yeah, they could have done that. They could have actually did a flashback scene where Kang the Conqueror was doing something other than the Kylo Ren fucking when he's on Mustafar just chopping people for no reason.
Yeah.
They could have had a very fucking mind trippy scene play out that no matter how many times you watch it, you can't tell which one of them is the good guy. Two Kangs fighting each other, you can't tell which one's the good guy. Because each time you watch it, you see the other perspective, and you're like, shit, is this Kang the one that was trying to stop it? Or is that Kang trying to stop him from fucking shit up? That would have been interesting.
And it's funny because even when we saw the one that's left, He Who Remains, in Loki, we were like, what's the deal with this guy? Like, if this girl kills him, like, is this gonna be bad, or should they kill him and see? Like, even he was like ambiguous like that, you know? I see what you're saying.
You know,
another thing that pissed me off is, how are you literally gonna turn around and go, didn't I kill you already? I've killed so many Avengers that it blurs. And then you get into a fist fight and you don't kill him.
Yo, for real.
Well, I mean, he was about to.
Yeah, I mean, he had help. Well,
dude, here's the thing, right?
He was close. He was definitely close.
If I tell you, oh, you want me to shoot free throws? I do that shit in my sleep. It shouldn't take me 8 fucking free throws to make my first one.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I was like making them all in before you got here.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Scott can't fight. That was evident. This how'd you kill other Avengers? Was it the chair only? Because then that threat means nothing if you're not in the chair. Was it your tech? Then your tech doesn't make sense because you hit him with the tech and he didn't die. Yeah. Was it hand to hand? It's not hand to hand because he clearly was like, yo, all I got to do is survive for 10 more minutes and you're fucked anyway.
Yeah.
So I literally in the theater I was like, yo, this version I don't see this guy as the big bad. And then when I showed the Council of Kangs, it's like, okay, cool. So this Kang didn't mean shit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get one of these guys.
So all right, so I have a question.
So then Immortus got to be the guy then. It's funny too because said
there
that
is no Kang Prime.
Okay, but
Kang Prime.
What I mean is like the guy in the MCU. You feel me? Like who's the Kang that we got to be scared of? Because this guy was like it was cool.
Yeah.
It was great acting on Jonathan Majors' part, but like, I didn't feel scared. Like, bro, this guy went down pretty easy.
I have a question.
Before you get into that, you know, you said you didn't like the ant part when the ants came in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I sat in the theater, and when Kang made that comment, blah blah blah, you talk to ants. I out loud was like, "You're fucking right, I do."
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I'm saying, you know, some ants helping.
I popped on that. I was like,
some ants helping. Cool. I don't know.
I have a question. The Kang that Sylvie killed said, "You kill me, we start another multiverse war, and I just wind up right back here." Now let's have a theory that I haven't seen anyone else say. This just the theory I've been thinking about since I watched the movie. What if she kills that Kang? They go to another multiverse war. That Kang goes, well, I already know how to stop this shit, so I'm gonna go back to my old tactics. Goes to the well one too many times. The Council of Kangs send his ass to the fucking the quantum realm. And that's the same Kang that Sylvie killed. Just because he's in a time loop. Remember, he said it. I'm in a time loop. So that's the same Kang that Sylvie killed. And he's now just a bitter fucking Kang because he needs to win in order to control everything because he was a conqueror and his whole goal was to just control because even in the movie, his whole goal was to control the timeline and have one singularity timeline. And he's just a fucking psychopath that he won once and now he needs to win again and they stopped him from that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that would explain why he gets his ass kicked by Ant-Man, why he gets overthrown, because he's just a guy that's used to winning that really doesn't need to plan nothing.
I mean,
that would make sense, but then that's a drastic change from Kang. So like they made a change to Thanos that was a good change. Here, I honestly don't think that they're putting that much thought into it because there's so many variants. They feel like they can literally do whatever they want, put whoever they want wherever they want them, and it's inconsequential. Because I honestly don't think. So here's my hot take. I don't think Kang the Conqueror is the big bad of Phase 5 of the Multiverse Saga.
So who is it? Tell me. You know you want to say it. Say his name.
I think Kang.
Say his name.
No, Kang is the big bad.
Oh, not the Conqueror. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Are the big bad. We're not going to get, when we get to Kang Dynasty, it's not going to be just one Kang that they have to fuck up. They're going to have to fuck up all of them.
Okay.
That's the big bad of this whole saga. Not one guy that we're like, yo, I can't wait to see this motherfucker show up. No, it's all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
The army of Kangs.
And that's the only reason.
Which sounds cool.
That's the only way I think it'll make sense that we need the Avengers in Kang Dynasty.
Because Ant-Man just dropped one of these fools, bro.
He dropped one on his own.
It's easy.
There's a button in the back of his head.
If White Vision comes out of nowhere, he could drop 30 of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's easy.
Right now, Ramen Tut has no fucking
technology.
Tech. He's just a fucking man.
It's just a fighter.
Hawkeye takes him out.
Yeah.
Then the fucking what do you call it? Immortus? You might need 2 or 3 people. I don't know who that other one was. That could have been. I don't think that was Prime
like a cyborg.
It was like a cyber one.
Yeah, him. He looks like
Jax.
He looks like he might fuck up some people, and
Yeah.
he might give you some trouble.
That
You
Scroll
can
King,
you
the
can put
pizza dog.
Riri. No man, you can just
Yo.
put someone in a robot suit on him. You put
The
Riri
one-
on his ass.
The one person I want to see them fight more than anything from the Council of Kings was that idiot who was like, oh my god, and literally,
That
I
was
want to
very
see
funny.
that King show
That
up.
was mad funny. So like
'Cause
it's fun because I thought that too. I was like, oh, I remember on the podcast, I was like, yo, I don't think this is the guy. And then later on, I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, hold on. This might be the guy. And then I got out of the movie like, this is the guy? Ants. Like, I don't give a fuck how many smart ants they were. Like, why aren't you zapping the ants how you were just zapping all the humans?
Yeah, make some bug spray.
There was a lot, and they overran and they overpowered you, and clearly you got away.
Actually,
But it was.
Here's the thing. That's another question I had. One, the ants clearly couldn't do shit to his time bubble. They needed MODOK.
They started getting in.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for MODOK, they wouldn't have.
He helped for sure.
Then two, what happened in between you getting swarmed and you showing up to
and you just
fuck
coming
up
back?
Scott?
And granted, look, all movies do that. That off the camera stuff that we're not supposed to know about, but only they know about. I can freaking go on for hours about what kind of movies do that. But here, it really stood out because it's like, yeah, it's a swarm of genius ants that were able to find. I swear to God, this movie, everybody could just get into the quantum realm. You mean to tell me Kang couldn't get out of it? Like,
yeah.
Everybody knew how to get in this motherfucker. Everybody.
Dude,
the genius ants were able to get in to find Hank Pym.
Can you imagine?
Well, they were sucked in with them.
The ants were sucked in at the beginning?
Yeah, because Scott Lang destroyed the ant farm.
Okay.
And he was holding onto the thing. So they was
so they found them in there.
Yeah.
What happened with the ants? They aged 1,000 years.
Yeah.
In that time, in that 10-minute span, because they hit one of the time vortexes.
Okay, I didn't get that. Sorry.
But see, they didn't communicate that clearly enough.
They didn't, I guess.
So how cool would this have been?
Yeah, you got to be a fucking quantum physicist to know what's going on.
How cool would this have been if we turned around, right? And the post-credit scene or the mid-credit scene. So the ants take away Kang. And we're like, oh shit. They stopped him with ants. They won. Now the ending isn't a big fight. It's a how the fuck do we get out of here? Scott Lang gets out with his family. And we're like, yo, we're good. He's dead. They forget about the sphere because it's depowered. He's dead. Yeah. It doesn't matter. They're more concerned about getting out. Because in that battle, it's all confusion. We see in the mid-credit scene, we see Ramen Tut and Immortus and the other dude sitting there like, huh, so he's dead. Are you mad that you didn't kill him? Blah, blah, blah. We see the Council of Kangs. And as that dude is cheering, right before it goes out, it cuts back and you just see dead ants everywhere. And then he gets up and it cuts and you're like, oh shit, he's up. They think he's dead. He's got the sphere. They forgot about the sphere. They didn't kill the job. Holy shit, he's going to come back now. Now he can get out.
And he's riding one of these motherfucking ants. No, sorry.
But
that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
When the ant heads on the chair and shit.
And I get it. Hindsight is 2020. We're playing Monday morning quarterback here, but it's like, dog, you guys are professionals. We're not.
You know what
we do. What y'all supposed to do is make good movies.
You know what the crazy shit is?
They need a break.
That hindsight 2020 shit shouldn't count because they saw the movie first. Yeah. They edited the movie while it was happening. You're telling me no one was like, maybe we should do something else here.
Apparently they did, and they fucking had to reshoot some stuff. And
Yo, I'm telling you that nobody had. So my friend was like, "Oh, I wish somebody had died," and I was like, "You can't." I was like, "You can't kill anybody in here. You can't kill Cassidy because she needs to be in the Young Avengers.
Yes.
You can't kill Scott. I mean, Scott was probably the only one you could kill, but you're not going to kill him off because the hero needs
the
to
old
win.
Avengers.
Janet and Hank, nobody gives a shit about them.
If they die, it's like, yeah, they're old.
Yeah, and if you would have killed Janet, that would have been another Queen Ramonda. So you just did the same beat from Black Panther. And if you kill Hope, no one gives a shit. They didn't even give a shit about Hope.
Yeah, nobody
So
cared about Hope.
what impactful death would they have done? It would have been Scott, but to serve the purpose of what?
The only person that cared about Hope was MODOK. He was like, hey, there's something different to your hair.
Yeah.
The only one that complimented her the whole fucking time.
You know
Hope
what
was literally, damn, that sucks.
You know what's weird? I don't like how they switched the characters. Because if you read the comics, Janet, not Hope, because Hope is relatively new, but Janet is supposed to be oh shit, I'm fighting with fucking Captain America.
Oh, okay.
And Hank's the fucking more stoic and like, nah, we got to come up with a plan. But in this movie, Scott is the idiot who's like, oh shit, that's Captain America. And then Hope is, I'm cool. I know how to fight already. I'm the actual fucking hero. I'm saving the world with my fucking pin particle. Like, she's already established as...
Yeah, she's been saving lives.
Yeah, like if I was picking an Avenger team, normally you pick Scott, you pick Hank, because Hank's the brains, and you get Janet.
Yeah.
In this scenario, if Cap knew, or if Falcon knew that Hope existed, he would have for sure brought Hope and left Scott sitting on the fucking
I think I would have taken Hope too. Yeah, for sure. I would have taken Hope.
You definitely take Hope over there.
100% I'm taking Hope.
Because think about it. Ant-Man came out.
That's fucking funny, dog. That's funny.
And he did his thing. He helped everybody in Endgame. He's the reason they found the time travel and all that. He played a big part.
That's so funny, man.
But what did Janet do? Janet came out of being dusted and instantly was like, oh, we fighting these motherfuckers? I got this shit. And she was ready to go on her own with the fucking girl group. There was no hesitation. She was instantly like, oh, I got this.
She's one of those people that she don't ask like if she sees people running, she's gonna run. If she see people fighting, she gonna fight. Yeah. Yo, in retrospect, like Cap would have been like, what's up with your girlfriend? Like, I'm good with you. Like, she has a suit too. She could turn small. Like,
I can just see the scene right now.
That's so funny, man.
The scene in the airport where Scott's like, yo, throw it at this. And he threw the truck and it blew up. He's like, oh, I thought that was a water truck. Janet would have, Hope, I keep mixing them up because it's supposed to be fucking Janet. Hope would have showed up and been like, yo, Cap, here's a plan. And did some cool shit. And Cap would have been like, you all right?
Yeah, you're good. I don't know what's up with your boyfriend, but you all right. You invited to the party. Leave the geek.
That scene alone with Hope legitimately helping Cap would have been all the excuse I need for Cap, for the reason why Cap is like, now I'm gonna give this to Sam. Sam, he's got it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you give Sam the shield? He brought you Ant-Man.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I mean, yeah, like, so.
Also, there was before you get into your thing, I'm gonna pose this question because this is something I didn't think about, and full disclosure, somebody else came up with it.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know if it's a fully fleshed out idea yet. But they were saying, what do you think of the idea of Kang not knowing how to deal with time displacement at a specific moment? Because he was easily like, oh, they're small, boom, just knocking them out of the air. But what do you think of the thing where Ant-Man turns to Giant Man and he's moving differently in time and Kang doesn't know how to account for that? And then they get small and they're faster and he doesn't know how to account for that. And that stems that lends to why they're able to beat him.
I mean, it would have been great if Kang's like, we get some like inner monologue while he's fighting, or he's like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? I've never seen no Avengers do that. Like, what the hell? Again, every time we have a chance to do this, me and Toe do this. It's kind of like the Ninja Turtles cartoon on Nickelodeon when they went to their own version of the quantum realm, and Mikey was so random with his shit that the people in there didn't know how to handle him. It made sense. He was the goofiest of the turtles, but he was so random and thought, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but yeah, I hear you. Dimension X, yeah, their quantum realm. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, Kang is like, yo, like, it would have been great. Like, you see the scene in Civil War where Cap is like beating the shit out of Cap is beating the shit out of Iron Man, and Friday is like, yo, you can't beat him, and then he kind of like starts understanding, and like you have a little kind of like, yo, why the fuck what are these people doing? I've never seen this before. Yeah, that would be great. Just give us 5 seconds of that. I don't know, man. There was weird choices in this movie for sure, but I think moving forward, what I'm gonna do is completely disregard these. I'm gonna disregard the subtitles. This was Ant-Man and the Wasp 3.
Yeah.
This was Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, and it was just a way to introduce Kang. Because this movie, personally, and it's funny because the audience score on this movie on Rotten Tomatoes, not that I abide by that shit, but I think it is interesting that the audience score is at 85. The critic scores at 48.
Yeah, but so here's the more telling score.
It's usually the other way around, but is it because they saw something that we didn't, the critics?
No, here's the more telling score. The cinema score for this movie is at a B, which is a very bad cinema score for not only an Avengers movie, but for movies in general.
What's the best score?
Even A plus. So so cinema score goes A plus and down.
Tupac, and Big.
But it's literally like if you go A plus is A minus is a B, A is a C.
Okay.
And then from there it just goes down.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's weird because the cinema it's lower than Thor: The Dark World.
So that's what I was going to tell you. So people are saying that, like, this is to me, this movie was better than Ant-Man 1 and 2. But it's rated lower than Ant-Man 1 and 2 online, because back then during phase 1, 2, and 3, we just saw Ant-Man like whatever. Now it's like the only real OG Avengers left are these two people. So you're trying to shove as much as you can down our throats with these two guys, where back then, like, who was the big bad in Thor 1? The big metal machine thing?
The Destroyer.
Yeah. Who was the big bad in Ant-Man 1?
Yellow Jacket.
Okay. Who was the big bad in Thor? Yo, the elf dude. What's his name again?
Oh,
I forget the elf guy's name. Shit.
Yeah,
Malekith.
The Dark Elf.
There you go. Malekith.
Huh?
Malekith.
Yeah.
Good job, Ty. Okay, and then who was the big bad in Ant-Man 2? Ghost. Feel me? Like we went into those 4 movies back then. Well, yeah, true. Sunny, yeah, that's her name. We went into those movies just expecting these palate cleansers. They were just Ant-Man 1, Thor 2 in the Dark World, whatever. We just expected that. And this movie, we go in, yo, like I've been saying the entire time, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, shitload of quantum, no fucking mania. And to be honest, this is how I feel. I feel like this movie could have benefited more from interconnectivity. Like, maybe we spent too much time in the quantum realm. Maybe I just want to see shit up in the street. I don't know what, but I feel like I was like, yo, like, what did this movie do? What was the point? Are you gonna tell us that Kang will be back? We knew Kang would be back from Loki. Like you said, this has been in the works already.
Yeah.
It like maybe we couldn't scrap this movie. Maybe it was too late to scrap a movie. But bruh, like it looks even worse. It looks like more of a cash grab than what it usually is with Marvel, because it's like this meant nothing. Like I honestly think that Multiverse of Madness is a 10 compared to this movie. Yo,
here's the funny thing.
Man, that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
Here's the funny thing. I actually like this movie more than Thor: The Dark World and Multiverse of Madness.
I don't know, man. I can't agree. Not Multiverse of Madness. I mean, Thor: The Dark World. You know what the
I mean, sorry, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I think this was better than Love and Thunder, but I don't think this was better than Multiverse of Madness. Not even fucking close. Not even fucking close. Even with Jonathan Majors.
No,
I think Wanda did a good job as a villain. I think she did good.
I literally went out there and had my expectations so low that I don't think it. So I went in high expectations for one.
I had my expectations, yo, Cap, but that's the thing, dog. I had my expectations low for this. We talk about it all the time, but still, it still was underwhelming, even with the low, even with me, just like so. That's what I'm gonna start doing. These subtitles are too trippy, man. Phase 4 and 5 subtitles are horrid. Like the best one we had, I think, was Spider-Man. No Way Home. Whatever. Like, bro, I'm done. And
you know what I think the biggest problem is? The fact that we know what's coming next.
So I think we're expecting. I think we've gotten to a point where we just expect, top tier shit from Marvel, and it's not our fault. It's like this is where we're at. It's like chasing the monkey. It's like chasing that monkey after Infinity War. Chasing that monkey, you never get that high back again. You'll never get it again. You chase that monkey all day long. You're never gonna get that high again.
Yeah, I feel a little bit weird saying this because I know that I'm the guy who's like, oh, not everything needs to be fucking interconnected.
This one needed interconnectivity.
But
to kick off a phase at least.
Yeah, but when you tell me that this is supposed to kick off the phase and be interconnected,
yeah,
and then it connects to nothing, I'm now going to start going, well, shit, if nothing interconnects here, fine. Then I don't need to watch all these.
I can skip this one.
Yeah, I can skip this one. I can skip that one.
And it's funny because phase 1 and 2, there were multiple movies that were skippable. Bro, there were people who did not watch MCU movies the way they're watching them now. There's people who went back and saw MCU movies when they did their whole watch throughs because they wanted to catch up to Endgame. Because they saw Infinity War and it was cool, and then they saw Endgame. It's like, okay, well, let me go back. When I watched Iron Man 1, I don't remember Iron Man 2 much. I didn't watch Iron Man 3. I got to watch that one. The Ant-Mans, I didn't even care. Thor 1, didn't care. Bro, back then, we used to have some filler with the rare Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then an Avengers level movie. That's what it was. It was mid-filler shit, and then we had the Avengers level movies, and now we've gotten to a point where we think everything is an Avengers level movie, and maybe that's because of how they advertise it, but I'm going to go back to what I know. The Ant-Mans, palate cleansers. The Thors, not great. If Captain America, this is what I'm banking on, Cap. I am banking on Nick Fury and Secret Invasion, and I'm banking on New World Order. I'm going to start banking on what I know from the MCU. which is Nick Fury and Captain America. That's what I'm gonna start doing, because bro, like I think there was just way too much Quantum. And who was that fighter lady? Jatora, I think her name is.
Yo, I don't know who any of those motherfuckers were down in the corner.
I had no idea. I've never heard of her.
I've never heard of any of them. I've never seen any of them.
And to be fair, my comic book knowledge isn't, vast like the pros. Like, I'm nowhere near where Cap is, but I know some stuff. And I had no idea who that girl was. Like, I know who Immortus was as soon as I saw him. Maybe that's cheating. Maybe that's cheating. But not everybody knows who the Immortus is. So it's like, I don't know, man. This was back in phase 1 and 2. You could have missed an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
You can also miss an Ant-Man movie in phase 5.
Dude.
Yo, honestly, y'all could skip this one. And don't even get me started on MODOK. Was the butt of the movie, was the butt of the joke. Honestly,
the literal butt.
The literal butt. Yo, you could have just left him in his battle armor the entire time. I would have been fine.
Yo, was it me or did it look?
It was CG, weird. It didn't look good.
The CG looked good for everything else except for him. It literally looked like they just stretched his face.
It looked like a bad Photoshop job. It looks like they stretched his face to fit in, and it didn't quite fit in. I think he looked great in the combat armor. Like when the mask came down, cool. And it's funny because I remember when they first showed that, the internet went crazy. And I was like, well, MODOK is a fucking terrifying character. Not personality-wise, but just look at him. He's a big head in a fucking metal sling thing, whatever. It's like maybe Marvel doesn't want to give nightmare fuel to the kids. Oh, they gave the nightmare fuel. That shit looked terrible. I'm not gonna lie, it was so bad it was funny. It made me laugh. MODOK made me laugh. And even Scott, he's like, oh, MODOK. It's an acronym. Like, yeah, it was funny, but he did not need to be there. Hulk didn't need to be there. Bill Murray didn't need to be there. Fucking, I swear to God, this could have just been a movie about Kang trying to get out of the quantum realm and not fuck with anybody. I would have been fine with that. We didn't need Scott Lang down there. Like, we could have introduced Kang some other way. Because this was no. And it's on me. I should have known. It's an Ant-Man movie. Them shits is never good. Mediocre at best. This was the most mid Marvel movie I've seen in the last 3 years. Mid. I think Eternals is better than this movie. On God. I think Eternals was better than this movie. At least I got to see the...
Now you're crazy.
At least I got to see the Eternals. Yeah, it's not better. You know me. I always like to throw the Eternals love. But at least I got to see the Eternals like through time. I would have loved to seen Kang through time. We couldn't have seen that.
Yeah, based off of what you're saying, they should have did this movie in reverse. They should have had this movie, the main character be fucking Kang.
Yeah.
And he's in the quantum realm. And then he's trying to figure out, he's trying to find all these ways to fix the things. He's using the people that's in there to mine shit, to get all this shit to remake the shit. And then Ant-Man and what's her name, Brenda? Ant-Man and Brenda come in the quantum realm. Hank and Janet come in the quantum realm, and he's like, all right, they got what I need.
Yeah.
And this isn't an Ant-Man movie. This is a Kang movie with Ant-Man in it.
This could have been, yeah. It should have been Ant-Man and the Wasp, Rise of Kang.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense. What the fuck is Quantumania? You did nothing.
Yeah, real quick. I want to play this video. Hopefully it's not copyright, but I want to play this video real quick. Let's see.
We're gonna get.
We can't hear nothing, but.
Oh, I this is gonna be. Please tell me it shows face. Please tell me it shows face in the armor. Okay, this is the show intro for the week. Yeah, I do. This is a show.
Can't hear you, show you muted. Can't hear you.
Gosh damn it.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh
Now I
my
can hear you.
God. Never mind. Take the camera off. Yeah.
We got a show in the building.
Shows in the building.
That was great.
I had to fly in, my bad. What's going on, guys? I had to come in after the whole review because I ain't see that shit. And y'all fucked it all up for me.
Yo,
Good.
is it me, or does it appear? Or am I the only one that's seeing like shows delayed?
He's delayed.
Like bad Japanese dubbing.
Godzilla destroying Tokyo.
Yeah.
Might be my computer. I was doing.
There you go. You back. It was brief.
It was malfunctioning.
It was brief. We'll stop talking about that. But to be honest, show. I mean, if you want to take the kids and make a thing out of it, sure. But you can skip this one, fam.
I wanted to. I'm off. Kids are here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want,
your kids would enjoy it.
Your kid,
No, he got young kids. Your kids would enjoy it. They'll like to see the effects and the little characters. That I think they will enjoy it.
There's a minion butt in it.
Get ready for some baby butt.
Minions.
Yeah, it looks like a little baby butt.
But I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I saw a review before I went in, and they were saying that people laughed at the mid-credit scene, and I was like, "Ooh, that's not a good sign." The thing, I was like, "That's not a good sign." And then, literally in our theater, that mid-credit scene came up, and motherfuckers were laughing at it.
It's funny though. It's that the shit that you mentioned earlier. That shit was funny.
It's not supposed to be.
Jonathan Majors is crushing. He's the new hotness right now.
Yeah.
Move over, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
And he's taking over in your own roles. He did it in Creed. He's doing it in the MCU now. Michael B. Jordan, move over.
That's Mike Tyson's son, right? Guy. He looks just like Mike Tyson.
Jonathan Majors is not Mike Tyson's son.
He could play young Mike Tyson.
Oh, he could play a Mike Tyson. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see him play a Mike Tyson.
He could play Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield.
It'd be better than the fucking guy they picked to play Mike Tyson in that Hulu shit.
Yeah, didn't look great.
It's like the guy, it was like they were picking Tyson's like, you look nothing like him. Yeah, but I sound just like him. I mean, my defense is impeccable, and Paul Diamaggi, he was my guy. Like, you sound just like him. So
you don't gotta look. I don't know. It depends, right? Because if you're trying to, come on, Ty. I mean, come on, Ty. He black, y'all. He could say it.
Yeah.
Yo, Ty, hold on. Have we confirmed that you're legit black, or is that just your picture?
Right?
Don't tell me you just got a random picture of some black dude on your shit and you go around dropping M-bombs. Because not for nothing, that would be kind of hilarious, bro.
Your real name is Clarence.
Your real name is Kyle Phillips. It's just a white dude walking around dropping M-bombs, bro.
You guys want to laugh at something? I went to Canada once, right?
Sweet.
And we're on the train, and everybody needed either ID or passports, right, to get past customs. I'm with one of the people we're with, one of the guys, forgot his shit.
Oh, Lord.
And didn't get packed. So the border control agent was like, you can't come into the country. He's like, what about Facebook? He's like, what if I bring up my Facebook and you can see that it's me? And the border control was like, I don't know if that's going to slide, but let's see. Bring it up. When he brought it up, his name on Facebook was not the name, his real name. And his avatar picture was Martin Luther King. Wasn't even him. And the border control agent looks at him and goes, I can't let you do wrong. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. He finally got it sorted out and he was allowed in with us. But at that moment, I'm sitting there like, your big idea was, hey, look at this picture of Martin Luther King. Let me in, dog.
He had a dream.
You fool!
That one day I'll go to Canada. Stuart Andrews.
No, but yeah. Jonathan Majors is crushing. Super happy for him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like in Loki, when he was the one that's left, He Who Remains, I feel like he did a little overacting in that one.
Yeah.
He was very. Some of it came out like sometimes I just be like, bro, just say the line. Just say the line. We don't. But here in this one, it's so crazy how he acted like two different. Like he's gonna like I would love, yo, if I could have one wish within the next phases, just give me a Kang movie prequel to everything, and it's just like Loki episode 5, and it's just a bunch of Kangs just Kanging shit. It's fucking Nutty Professor with Jonathan Majors as Kang. I would take that over anything right now.
Yeah, you know what's funny? His performance as the One Who Remains is probably my favorite performance he's done.
It was a little overacting for me, but it was still great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I think it had to be.
It was the
because
point,
he's
though.
Literally the Wizard of Oz. He's literally the man behind the curtain who's been so long that he's a little nuts.
He's disconnected. Sure, yeah. I get that. But it was a little, I don't know. But this one, this Kang, I thought, obviously my favorite, if I'm picking something about the movie, like he was great. He acted fantastic. He did an awesome job. But yeah, take the kids, make an event out of it, go get something nice to eat, maybe a little like, Chuck E. Cheese or like a little fucking arcade action afterwards. Make it a day. Sure, make it a day. But
sure. Do not feel afraid. Do not feel ashamed if you fall asleep during the movie.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter won't let me fall asleep.
You know what? One of the other critiques I have for this, I don't know what the purpose of Kang is. In Loki season 1, the purpose of him was to control the timeline.
Was to keep the timeline from.
I don't know what the purpose of any of these other Lokis are. What Kangs? Is there like this movie could have at least said?
I mean,
the end goal for any of these, because at least
you're right.
At least Thanos at the end of Avengers 1, that cutscene.
Infinity War.
No, Avengers 1.
When he turns back.
When he goes, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. You know what? He's trying to get the stones.
Yeah.
He
was on some, okay. He sent Loki there to be lazy and say, fuck it. Now I'm going to do it myself. These guys are just like, they're getting too close to the. What is that a concern of yours?
So here's the thing. So, they didn't do a great job at explaining this. But, I mean, He Who Remains did a good job at explaining this. This Kang kind of did it. But Kang just travels multiverses, and whatever multiverse he goes, he leaves a variant of himself. And some of them are okay, some of them are not great. Some of them are just there to like dominate. Some of them are there to conquer. Some of them are just there to live. So that's the problem. There's just too many of them laying around. They all get together to make the council. But at the end of the day, it's all domination. It's all domination. My man he literally just wants to rule. And I love that line. He's like, yo, when you've seen the end, nothing matters. So it's like, I just want to make sure that I get to that end. Which, cool. I get it. But I want just more of him.
Here's the thing, though. This is kind of like if someone goes, I don't need sex. I don't need the love of a woman. I don't need none of this shit. None of that matters. But every single woman you've ever seen, he prevents you from getting to her. He's obsessed with her. And it's like, Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, if you've already if you've already seen the end and you already had tons of sex and you were already been with all of them, then yeah, it won't matter.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't matter, but he's acting like it does. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, this is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is going, life doesn't matter, but he's dying to live.
But he's
Like, that's
but
a
he needs-
contradiction in itself.
Yeah, I was just about to point out the same thing. Then why the fuck are you worried about Janet in the quantum
He
realm
should-
and trying to get out?
Yeah, he
You
should have
just
been
said it
chilling in the
letter.
quantum realm.
because he needs to make sure that he gets to that end.
He's
But
at the end.
But he already
No,
knows it doesn't matter.
Well, but he needs to get there though first.
He needs to get to the.
But
And maybe I'm saying that line wrong.
No. You said it right. But the thing is,
he needs to
for-
make sure to get like he's seen the
So,
end.
all right.
It's like
The thing
time
is this.
doesn't matter, but he still wants to get there
he wants to kill the other kings because it's a revenge
because
thing.
they exiled him.
Yeah, but I want to know why the other kings exiled him.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah,
Why? Like, what was happening? Like, all we hear is there's another bad one coming. There's
Mhm.
someone worse than me coming,
So
which would be awesome if they started planting the seeds of the other bad one. If like this one's like, you think that I'm bad because I took over the quantum realm and I left this like some doom shit. I made a civilization here for you guys to thrive on. There's some that destroy timelines because they can.
so
Mhm.
here's,
You know what I'm
here's the thing.
saying? Like
They
a
glossed
fucking
over-
like Galactus type gang.
Yeah, they glossed over it. They exiled this one because when Janet touched the quantum engine or whatever the fuck they called the sphere, she saw that the multiversal war had started
Mhm.
and this king was winning. And he was winning because he was indiscriminately just killing anything and everything. That's why she was so afraid of him. And again, to the point where I had with the movie, you're the most unconvincing fucking person telling us, no, I'm trying to stop them. And I'll, instead of asking
I
for
tell
help,
everyone to do it.
yeah, he's like, I'll kill you just to prove I'm trying to stop them. Instead of trying to compel to them.
Sounds like Thanos. I'll kill half the world just to show how much resources we don't have.
Yeah. I'll kill half the universe to
I'll
save
kill
it.
half the universe just to show you how poorly we're doing.
Yeah.
Cabs, let me ask you a true question. You don't have, so it's not weird. But one that belongs to you.
You're
I'm
breaking up.
holding a knife.
Hold on.
Am I?
Start now. You were breaking up a little bit. Yeah. You're
All
good
right,
now.
Am I good now?
You're good
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So hypothetical. It's a kid you don't have, right? But it's yours, but it doesn't exist.
Uh-huh.
How would you ever trust me if you walk into your apartment and I got a knife to that kid's throat, and I go, no, I'm trying to stop other people from doing shit. I'm the good guy.
No, I mean,
I don't get out
Thanos was doing the same thing though. Like my man was trying to hide genocide into some other shit. It was more compelling. We got on his side.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Jonathan Majors was major unstable. There's no believing that. You're right. But I think, but like when he explains it to Janet, he's like, yo, you saw some shit. I'm just trying to get out of here. Like, you can get out of here. I can get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Don't worry about what you saw. I'm going to take you back because that was his promise. Kang's promise all the time was like, yo, I'll take you right back where you want to go in time. So it's like, whatever you saw, don't worry about it. I'm going to take you back to where you wanted to go, to where you open, where hope opens the door and you're there. Now, I'm not saying it's clear or clean or nice. No, it was ridiculous. But I think it's just he's a loose cannon. Yeah, he's loose.
Here's a question for you: How much more interesting would it have been had Scott came back out with the fucking quantum drive or whatever they called it? I think that was what it was.
Quantum sphere.
He came back out with it, and Kang's there with Cassidy, and Kang goes, before Scott even gives it to him, Kang goes, "You can go back now," and he upheld his promise. How much more interesting? Because now, when you look back at him and Janet, you're like, "Oh, he might have actually upheld his promise."
I think he would have upheld his promise to Janet.
No, there's no
I think
way.
so. How you figure? They built a friendship down there.
Dude, he's guaranteed breaking that promise, and I'll tell you why. Because in that scene, as soon as Scott shows up with the thing, like I said, Cassidy's not there. He doesn't know where the fuck she is, and he instantly threatens her.
I mean, well,
Dude,
when Scott comes back, he's already big, and he's like, "Where's my daughter?"
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Yeah.
There's the scene. Remember, Hank comes in, tries to save him with the ship, and he fucking shoots him away.
Yeah.
And then he takes Janet and he dips out to the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he leaves Hope and Scott laying there, like unconscious. If Scott came back out with it, he instantly threatened Cassie's life.
Well, here's the thing, though.
But I mean, but
the last time he gave one of them a thing, they broke their promise.
And not only that, but like Kang knows. I mean, Paul Rudd, Scott Lang doesn't know that Cassie's gone. So yeah, of course, Kang is gonna keep the con going.
But what I'm saying, I'm not trying to debate the scene itself. I'm just saying, wouldn't a more compelling idea?
Oh hell yeah!
If Kang kept his promise, because now you look at Janet and be like, Janet, you're crazy. You could have avoided a whole bunch of shit if he's actually going to be truthful. He's proven here that he's truthful.
So when you say proven truthful, you just mean because he never, like, he wasn't lying about it. Once she saw what she saw, he was like, hey man, I'm gonna go do my thing, you go do your thing. You mean being truthful by granting her wish?
He said, I'll bring you back to the door. And she was like, oh, but you're gonna kill other worlds. And he's like, but I won't kill yours.
Yeah, okay.
And she turned around and instantly called bullshit on it.
That's what you mean.
And then when we get to that point in the movie, you see that, oh, she's right to call bullshit on it.
I love a gentleman villain. I love that shit. Yeah, that would have been great. And then, he would have given up. Okay, I was confused with what we were lying about. Because, yes, he did say, I won't destroy your world. Yeah. But, if you were to give Cassie back up, and then you're like, damn, Janet.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Scott would have had a choice.
Yeah,
we made a deal. Yes. I have to honor the deal. And
I remember him saying that. He's like, our word is all that we have. Yeah. Okay, it's coming back. Sorry. God, this movie is so mid.
That would have been more tension on the good guy's side.
A million percent. But yo, show's here. We're spoiling it. Sorry.
No, you good. You good. No, it's not like it's anything to spoil. I can tell you, it sucks.
No, the movie's good. Yo,
show. No. Show.
We're nitpicking. We're nitpicking. You will enjoy the movie.
It's a 7 out of 7. It's a 7 out of 10. Swimming in sevens, just mid.
All right. So Cap says 7 out of 10. I say 6.5 out of 10.
I'll say 6. I'll say 6.
I say it's an Ant-Man movie out of Ant-Man movie.
It's an Ant-Man movie out of 10. That's the best way to explain it.
Better than Love and Thunder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not better than Multiverse of Madness.
Yo,
we might have to debate on that one.
What do you think, Joe? What do you think is better here? You think Multiverse of Madness or this is better?
I was more disappointed coming out of Multiverse of Madness than I was out of this film.
Because the stakes were really low on this one.
Yeah. This was like...
The more I watch, because I be letting, son, I have watched Multiverse of Madness on Disney Plus, just like while I'm cleaning and like when I'm here, like doing some edits and stuff, I'll just have Multiverse playing. I had Wakanda Forever playing the other day. We don't have Disney shows anymore, so I don't use my Disney Plus. And I got Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus all together. I pay $22 a month.
Oh, that's
I'm finna use that shit. So
no,
I leave it on. I do be watching all of the old Spider-Man shit there. But The more and more I watch Multiverse of Madness, the more I like it.
Yo, do you know that for the first time in my life, the Phase 4 movies, I've only seen them in the theater. Even Shang-Chi.
Yeah, you never
the one
it.
the fucking one that I love the most, the one that's either 1 or 2 on my list, I have not seen fully.
Well,
outside of that 1 or 2 times in the theater.
For the first time, there is a lot more to watch in between, though. There's a lot of shows in Phase 4, so you were getting a constant Marvel fix.
True, but it's not even a Marvel fix. I would like, as soon as I got Disney Plus, I went back and watched all the fucking movies again. I've seen Endgame like 100 fucking times. Anytime Endgame's on, I fucking watch it.
As you should.
My dad watches Shang-Chi, or if he puts it on, I sit in the living room for a couple minutes and then I go do something else.
Yeah.
Vin was the other day was watching Wakanda Forever and I was on my phone, not even paying attention. I took a nap through half the fucking movie. Like
Wakanda Forever is good.
It is. But for the first time, I'm not watching these films haven't grabbed, even the one I thought was amazing, haven't grabbed me to the point where I'm like, yo, this is a Marvel movie. I'm gonna watch this again and again and again. Dude, the other day, a month ago, my dad had this thing where he woke up Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we had a Monday off. It might have been the Christmas break. I woke up and my dad was playing Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. It was a marathon that he recorded, and he just woke up and put it on the TV at the start of every day. And you know what I did? I sat down and I watched all fucking 3 of them all 3 fucking days because those movies are just good. I have not done that.
Good movies, man. Those are good movies. Those are
I haven't
classics.
done that with any of the fucking
with Phase 4
movies, and they're right there. They're at a touch of a button for me.
It's too much of it out there. We didn't get it enough back then. There was a movie a year, maybe 2, and there was no shows. So you could just keep watching these, and maybe the quality is hurting a little.
But you know what it is, man? It's all right. So I rewatched She-Hulk, right?
And God bless your soul,
yo, dude. I watched it in one sitting. I binge watched it all one sitting. Boom.
I was there.
9 hours.
Yeah. You know what the crazy shit was?
Can I ask you a question before you?
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of food were you eating this entire time?
I was at work.
Yep.
So, bro, your day is that clear that you can just watch a whole season.
That day was because I was in the office the whole day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't move. I was in the office the whole day. But yo, dude, and you'd be surprised. That shit was fast. It wasn't 9 hours. I think it was like 6 maybe.
There were 30 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it was fast.
Was quick. You're right.
It was a lot better this time.
So Lay was like, I can't wait to hear your report on this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, nothing changed. It still fucking sucked. Even the first 2 episodes was like, I think we got hype. Too much hype on those first 2 episodes.
We got a little hype on the first 2 episodes.
Everything about this shit sucked.
So you dislike it even more now.
I like the cameos.
It was that didn't save it no more. Everything that we gave it the benefit of the doubt just shed light on everything else. We got a woman that fucking complained about everything, didn't listen to shit, and then wants other people to fucking listen to her and see her as an equal and all that. Come on, the only person that sat there and treated you like a fucking equal and gave you the respect that you should have deserved was your fucking cousin Hulk, and you shitted on him every chance you got.
And
wanted to be better.
And the friend, whatever her name was.
Well, no, the friend was a subordinate.
True.
You know what I'm saying? The Hulk was like, yo, you're a fucking Hulk. And you need to learn this shit because you're dangerous. Like, I see you as another me.
I've been here before.
The strongest thing in the world. And he's giving her the respect for that, and she's shitting on him. And then everything else is a joke.
I got it. Don't worry.
Yo, I like to joke as much as the best of them. But when everything is a joke,
yeah, that's a problem.
that's a problem. So that show sucked. So what did I do? I took a shot of medicine, and I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Ooh.
This is the only show I've ever seen 3 times. And this third time was even fucking better for me, bro.
I just watched. This was like 2-3 months ago. I watched like the first 3 episodes. I don't know why that show gets such a bad rap. The show's good.
Yo, to me, it's the best show that they made.
Racially charged. That's why.
It's too racially charged. You're right. Sorry.
Yo,
Sorry.
to me, it was the best show they fucking made. And you know what the crazy shit is? The underlining fact.
Better than Moon Knight?
Yeah. Yo, the underlining part of that show has nothing to do with race. It's all about class. It's all about class.
It's all about the class system.
Yeah,
For sure.
Because those people in Sokovia, wherever the fuck they were, the flag smashers, they were all white. They were all the race of that country, and they were getting treated like shit because they were lower class. The same way as the lower class in America, the same way as the lower class in all the other fucking parts of the world. And that's when Captain America saw that, yo, dude, this affects everyone. She's fighting for the same shit I've been fighting for, and I'm a fucking Avenger.
Yeah.
What makes me different than her? The fact that she's starting to kill people now. That's why when they had that conversation, he goes, I agree with everything you're saying. I'm fighting for the same shit you are.
I
just
don't kill.
wrong.
I just don't kill people, bro.
Yeah, I just don't agree with how you're doing it.
Okay, it's time to rewatch that show. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
And this is the thing. Yo, this is the thing where I'm sitting here going, that whole show had so many different things happening, and the story was fucking tremendous.
And
you
all people just saw was a black Captain America and let it go straight over their heads.
And then you have Ant-Man or Multiverse of Madness and all that. One thing's happening, and they can't even explain that. When you ask me what's better, Multiverse of Madness or Quantumania, I sat there and I'm like, I don't know. I honestly, I enjoy the Ant-Man movies more than the Doctor Strange movie. I thought the Doctor Strange movie sucked. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think the weakest character in this fucking whole 30 years is Doctor Strange.
Has been paid for by the new following announcement.
Sorry. A drop. What the fuck?
Let's start it up.
Show's here, everybody. Show's here.
Yeah.
Yo,
that was such a hot take. You fucked up so
For real.
No, but you know
That was a hot. That's a whole take.
But so now I'm like, damn, I don't know. But when you think about it, Multiverse of Madness, the one thing they got out of it was America Chavez. And now I can start seeing how she's going to be the key to fight Kang because she has the power of Kang. Because she could travel through the multiverse, not through time, but through the multiverse. So maybe she could be the one that gets everybody to join
she will be instrumental for sure.
Yeah, because if there's going to be thousands of Kangs, then I don't know why I can't see hundreds of Captain Americas, hundreds of Falcons. There's only one America Chavez in all the multiverse. They said that already.
Yeah.
But why can't we have multiple versions of this? And then this is where you get your Tom Cruise's Iron Man. This is where you get your madness in the multiverse.
Yeah, the madness of the Multiverse of Madness is going to happen during Kang Dynasty.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is where we said these movies are being titled wrong.
They're being titled
so wrong. Doctor Strange 2.
Welcome to America.
No, Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, it should have just been Doctor Strange 2. I don't even think that needed a...
Oh, Doctor Strange 2, a glimpse of the multiverse or some shit.
Yeah.
But Ant-Man and the Wasp 3. Kang Kang's introduction.
Yeah,
You know, Rise of Kang. Yeah, the Rise of Kang.
No lie, it should have been Ant-Man 3, Rise of Kang. And then not only that, you see Ant-Man and the Wasp, and she was probably one of the most forgettable characters there. Even her own people didn't fuck with her. Janet didn't even look at this girl in the face the whole movie. Look, it looks like they did not do a scene in the same room.
Was it me, or did they make it look like she got older?
Janet?
Yeah, no, the fucking Hope. She at the end of that movie, she looked like she was an old woman.
When's the last time we saw Hope, though?
I don't think the way they styled her haircut helped her.
She had a Karen cut.
Yeah,
that shit'll make you look old if you're 16.
And yo, I'm sorry, but that whole "and we're a happy family" really irks me. It irks me now more that I have to think about it.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Scott Lang, Cassie's father and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie's mom is somewhere, right? She doesn't have a bad relationship with Scott, but now Hope is Cassie's mom. Brenda or Felice, whatever you want to call her. She doesn't have a name. She doesn't have an official name.
Felice.
What's her name? Catherine?
Sure.
Well, Hank Pym's wife.
Janet?
Janet. There you go. She finally gets a name. Janet and Hank Pym are the grandparents. Are the grandparents to Cassie?
And they did something like this.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, she had a Karen cut. Her shit just not appealing.
It's like they're the grandparents of Cassie. Like Scott Lang has been there this whole time, but it looks like he just got re-snapped back into this family because he doesn't know shit about anybody. And it's just that dynamic is weird because they started it off with a fucking 50s sitcom show, Welcome Back, Carter, and then they have this little sitcom shit. And everybody, like one of the Easter eggs is that Scott Lang might be in a time lapse because the people that passed him in the street were in front of him after they passed him when he came back from Kang. Like that was one of the things. So they're thinking that Kang might be putting him in a time lapse. So
they're thinking that Kang might have won regardless.
Yeah, and then they were like when she opened up the restaurant, those circles look like the circle from the Eternals when they came out of the ship. And all other shit, so that's why they're saying that
the Screen Crush?
What?
Or new Rockstars?
Rockstars.
Rockstars? Okay.
Rockstars and Screen Crush, but Rockstars did the whole time lapse.
Cause Eric Voss be
a
little out there with his theories.
No, yeah, but you know, and then they're saying how the Celestials and the whatever came from the quantum realm, which I think that's a stretch. Because not everything can come from the fucking quantum.
Not everything, yeah. Like those guys are space.
Yeah, you know, and so that's a stretch and all that shit. But to me, it's like there's an emphasis on something that's not important. And
I think the whole movie was like that.
Well, the whole movie. This is where me and Cap always say you tweak one thing. 2 things, 3 things, and it's way better.
Yeah.
Cap walked out this movie and said, "This is why I don't expect shit from Marvel movies anymore. Because if I could come out in 2 seconds and make this fucking movie better, this movie sucked." That's what he said to me after we left. I think if you would have stopped the sitcom shit of the family that we didn't know was happening, because
at the end of Ant-Man 2, they're hugging, you know.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't want to assume this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have at most 2 hours to give me a story.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever handled
all about family.
Handled how Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah.
Handled how Shuri took it. Handled how the mother took it. Handled how the United States is trying to get the vibranium. Handled how the outside force came into Wakanda and threatened the queen without no one knowing. Handled how he connected with Shuri. How Shuri connected with Killmonger. How the queen had to be stronger than anyone because she lost her family. And how the Dora Milaje had to give up what they had because they failed. It had the CIA and the fucking FBI working together, tapping all this shit.
Valentina De Fontaine pulled
it
up.
had France trying to fucking take vibranium. It had her finding a new way to make the fucking vibranium leaf. It had a way to stop Namor by drowning him out because you have a fucking genius. They explained the genius in that movie in 5 minutes. They explained how they found the vibranium. They explained that she's the only one. They explained why they need to kill the scientists, and we're all agreeing.
And they explained how T'Challa will pass on.
Yes. And they explained how fucking
Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
That's fucking
What's his name? My boy M'Baku. They explained how M'Baku became an advisor to Shuri because he made a promise to T'Challa that he would look after her.
Yep.
Then they explained how he became king and the ruler of Wakanda after Shuri left. They explained how T'Challa had a fucking kid, and the reason why she didn't show up to the funeral. The reason why no one knew about this kid. The reason why the queen knew about the kid and didn't say nothing. There were no questions. There were literally no questions after this movie of us going, but what about this? No questions whatsoever. They did it in what, 2 hours and a half?
That movie had an extra like 40 minutes.
But
like somewhere, wherever Bleaks is right now, he felt you. He said,
Yeah. He
felt
woke up from his nap.
Yeah. He
You know what I'm
felt
saying?
something there.
Yeah,
My
2
man
hours and a
probably out
half.
hunting, he said.
Yep.
So
2.5 hours. They explained that whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I named about 12. Let's say about 12.
Things. There was like 20 things you just named.
Yeah. All topics on how they explain shit. Simple shit to explain. And I left some shit out. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, only needed to do was connect us to the family and explain how Cassie connected with such and such after the blip and all that other shit and how she got into science or something to connect us to the fact that...
Maybe show her and Hope like working on something.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Or if you didn't want to do that, you didn't want to connect Hope and Cassie as a heartstring to pull on at the end of the movie, then connect us to Kang.
That's what
Who did they connect us to for us to root for to win? Because not for nothing.
Creature with no holes.
Yo, because not for nothing.
Oh, he was funny.
Because not for nothing. A part of me wanted Namor to win, and a part of me wanted Sherry to win.
And Thanos.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So
this was a movie where you don't need to do the crazy shit. I don't need to walk out of it crying. But I do need to walk out of it
understanding.
I need to walk out of it going, wait a minute. Was this the Kang we was looking for? Or was this the Kang that was protecting us? Not, this is a piece of shit Kang that we just stopped and now we have to assume everything. You rushed everything.
Yeah, pacing was off.
You rushed all the parts that would make this movie a solitary movie we can watch again. Because in all honesty, you don't need to watch this movie again unless you're trying to catch something that everybody else points out that you don't know. It's like watching the Batman movie and trying to look at this dude in the fucking window that everybody's seen except for my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like in like Creed. The trailer to Creed, you get the gist of it. This guy went to jail for him. He came back. He's trying to ruin his life. I'm pretty sure they're going to connect us to Creed and his wife. And that way, when his wife gives him the support, the same way Adrian did in Rocky 3 against Clubber Lang, it was like, what do we have? We have money. We have this. And all that other shit. And you feel that fucking emotion. I go into a movie to feel the emotion. I go into a movie to feel the story and lead me on to the next one. I don't go into a movie expecting a 5'3" midget white boy with no muscles and blue eyes to turn into a fucking 6'4" Jack John Cena 3 years later, and now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe that they're brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is what they did. They said, oh, by the way, Hank Pym's the godfather now, the grandfather now, and Hope is the mother, and Kang's gonna kill them all. Who is this shit?
So I have something here.
That family stuff really bother you. Shit.
Would it have been
They spent
easier
I'm
for
sorry.
you?
They spent more time on the fucking Baskin Robbins.
They did. They did.
Would it have been easier for you to connect had they had kept the same actress from Endgame? Because at the end of Endgame, we see them all sitting down on the thing, and you see, all right, that's the start of them trying to build a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get in here, I could see how it's a completely different actress. It's a completely different take. So now it throws you out of the movie. Like, well,
No,
I don't know.
you.
I think if they would have kept the same actress,
This is how you. I just did it. This is the one tweak you do. This is how you win the movie back. Cassie builds that fucking beacon shit. No one's around her. She gets sucked into the quantum realm. Kane got her now. And he delivers a message to fucking Jennifer. Yo, I can't remember Janet. I can't remember this girl's name for the life.
She's the original Avenger.
All right, cool. Janet. He finds a way to send a message to Janet because she's still connected to the same way she sent a message to Scott. I got your daughter. I got your granddaughter. And she's trying to figure out a way to get back into the quantum realm. And Hank is like, what's going on here? They're all trying to figure it out. They're trying to stop her. And she does some like expendable shit. Like, no, it can only be me. It can only be me. And she goes in and Hank's like, yo, fuck that. And then all of them go in at separate times because you know what I'm saying? And then now they're split up and they're trying to look for her and she's going to fight Kang by herself. And Hank ain't gonna let her go again. He already had that I lost you once shit.
Mm-hmm.
Scott's like, he got my fucking daughter. And Hope is the one.
Hope
I
is
already
like,
lost. No. Hope is the one. I already lost my mother. I'm not losing my father. I'm not losing this little girl. And I'm not losing Scott. She could have been the one that at the end of it steps up and goes and finally has that arc of now I save my mom and my father. And because we all know that at least at the end of part 1, she had that survivor's guilt shit for her mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She wanted to go in the quantum realm and find her mother. She believed that her mother was still alive. She was mad at the father for stop looking at for her. You know what I'm saying?
Janet's the mother.
Hope. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me what I'm saying? Like this is where you could be like, okay, now there's stakes. And when she does the whole leading the revolution and Scott goes, how the fuck did you do that? Well, I kind of got a suit. I kind of, been doing this on the side.
I'm just saying, like Hope, like Janet Van Dyne is Hope Van Dyne's mom.
Yeah.
So, like, she's not dead.
No, but I'm saying in part 1, she thought her mother was dead.
Gotcha. When they were looking for her.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is
you know
her
you know what
getting
else?
that story arc.
While you're saying this to me, I'm thinking like, yo, Janet was like super okay with the quantum realm in part 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything was like cool. And then you get snapped and then you come back, whoa, no.
Well,
So what happened? No, what happened there?
Well, they said in part 2 that she met them in the wastelands.
So it wasn't exactly.
Still, it was the outer realm that no one went to in the
gotcha.
quantum realm.
Gotcha. Okay.
From what I'm understanding. But go ahead, Cap.
No, to build off of that, I think my theory is since the quantum realm is so vast, and she looked at what they were doing and realized, oh, they only went but so deep.
We're not gonna. Okay, gotcha.
She's not worried about it. But now when you build a signal that can map out different areas, and now it's like, oh no, you're gonna alert.
And at first she was like, man, why the fuck y'all ain't tell me? And then whatever. But then it's like, bitch, you sending signals down there? Shut it off.
But again, why?
Stupid.
Yo, I'm so sick of that fucking trope of I'm the one person who knows the evil that's coming, and I'm not gonna tell you until half the people are dead, and it's too late for us to do some shit, and we need fucking 10,000-year-old ants to come in with super technology to fucking kill this guy.
If you
Like
could
that-
have, if you could have told us the story about this evil man down there that will do anything to get back up here, we would have never touched this shit. We would have
Or-
never done it,
Or
or we would have done it with better supervision.
yeah,
Yeah.
they could have done it with better supervision, or they could have been like, we don't have to worry about it because this only does this thing,
Yeah,
without realizing that's enough. It could have been the thing where, okay, I'm cool with it because it only goes to this level,
yes,
not realizing that he had MODOK
true,
fucking going from the other way.
true,
And you know, also
fucking A.
the whole thing was, why did you come back? He's been looking for you. He's been looking for you. I don't think Kang gave a shit that Betty was there.
Well, I mean,
He only gave a shit about Scott.
Yo,
He-
Scott's the thing.
he like her and Kang, that's just more beef, that's just more history. What he wanted is, it's funny because Scott thinks that Kang wants Janet and Janet thinks that he wants Scott, and it's like, no, we just need someone to steal this shit from me, or maybe you could come back here and help me. Someone needs to get me out of here. My man
Yo.
Kang has been down there for too long. He's ready to go. He hadn't had a cheeseburger in years.
I just want to point out,
You know, but yo,
before we cut off,
real quick, if Kang would have had a little bit more Vader in him, it would have been scary because he would have been like, I just need a thief. Go get me my shit. And then he sees, like, they're about to do the switch, and he sees Janet, and he goes, oh yeah, bow, and he shoots her.
Yeah,
You know how I owed you one.
I ain't forget.
And then takes the shit. Yeah, it's like, you know, and takes the shit. Then I'm like, oh shit, did he just kill Janet?
I hate to agree with the internet, but yes, somebody should have died.
Not,
But I
she
mean,
didn't need to die, but she needed to
like,
get shot.
Hit her up. Yeah, because if Janet dies, who cares, really? No one cares. You're right. Maybe if Hank died, but again, who cares? But like, I needed like Thanos showed up, killed Loki, and beat the shit out of the Hulk.
First 5 minutes of the movie.
It's like, whoa, guy, whoa, yeah. But again, I'm gonna stop comparing. That's, and it's 12 o'clock, so I know it's the time. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop comparing. I'm gonna go watch every MCU movie as I did with the first couple phases, not theorizing, not expecting anything, just going.
Yeah.
We didn't do that back then. I'm gonna tell you, like, being on the podcast and looking at things a little bit more analytically definitely got me to this point. Not that I'm mad at that, but we wasn't doing that back in the day. Back in the day, we were fucking, just strolling into the new MCU film that happened once a year and a half or two. Maybe we should slow down how fast this content's coming out.
If that's the problem, that it's coming out too fast, and they can't hire writers or actors that can put pen to paper, or someone to go, I don't know, that doesn't really connect with me. Or maybe what they should do? Fire the people that do the screenings, because obviously they're
Somebody
the one
gotta
that
get fired. Somebody
this
gotta
is
fired.
good.
Yeah,
this is good.
Send it. Yeah, it's cool. Somebody got to get fired.
Either that or let them go home for a week. Because they've been sequestered or some shit. Let
them go home.
Can we not, we're not seeing this?
You know what? Can I tell you what's going to fix the MCU? The Russo brothers. I'm not saying they're coming. I'm saying it'll help.
You know what I think is going to fix the MCU? When they start doing the actual movies that matter. Because I feel like all these movies and some of these shows don't matter. Because it's just like, well, they want to see this, so let's put Kang in Ant-Man 3. What we're going to do with it? No, just put him in the quantum realm. Let's put She-Hulk out there. What we're going to do with it? Make a lawyer show. All right. We don't know how to do it. Fuck it. Do whatever you want. Let's put the Eternals out. All right, so what we gonna do with it? Nothing. Not for another 10 years.
Isn't that what people want though? These standalone stories.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
listen,
don't want. Keep
I don't want
connecting
that.
it. Yeah, keep connecting it.
So-
I don't want that.
Keep it as connected as possible.
It's
But
to me, because to me,
This is
the way I'm seeing these movies is this is a fucking TV show that's happening over years.
yeah.
So don't give me a fuller episode.
But
Don't give me a filler episode.
see, now that's my problem. Is that you made it a fucking TV show that we have to watch instead of cool ass movies, a little bit of rope to lead you to a cool ass team up idea, and then we get that and we move on.
Well, the problem is we're not getting a cool ass movie, so we got to depend on that rope.
Yeah, but we
We didn't always get the cool movies back then. That's what I'm saying. Yo,
Sure.
Iron Man 1 was good.
And
Exactly.
the last scene, I think the last scene.
I
killed
feel
it
like
for me.
the
I didn't-
only time
fight scene
Iron
was
Man
horrible.
was good was the time when he first made the suit and he went over and stopped those dudes and saved those kids. That's the best
Yeah.
part of that movie. When
Yeah.
he shot the rocket and walked backwards and everything's blowing up. 2
Yeah.
was garbage. 3, I don't. People need to rewatch 3. Okay, and then
it was a disappointment for
And
me
then-
when I first
I'm a
watched it.
fan of 3.
go watch
What-
back and watch 3 again. I think
It was a
3's
disappointment.
I think 3's better than 2.
It was a disappointment for me because of the fucking the 10 ring, the Mandarin.
And yeah, they retconned it, but that's not fair. But okay, look at those 3.
Watching it again, it's not
then-
as bad, but it's
Then
still.
Captain America, flawless trilogy in my opinion, or closest to flawless. But First Avenger was good in my opinion. It was great, actually, in my opinion. But it was,
I liked it.
honestly, yeah. But you liked it, right? It wasn't until we saw a first Avengers movie where everybody started being like, "Whoa, okay, what's going on here? They're putting them together." And then after that, let's keep looking at the slate. We got Guardians and we got Winter Soldier. Top tier MCU movies.
Yeah, Guardians
then-
almost a perfect movie.
But then what else did we get? Then we got Ultron. Like, I'm saying, we need to go back to the phases where we didn't always expect a blockbuster from Marvel. We literally think about phase 1, 2, and 3. Think about the big ones. Because even Wakanda Forever was like, it had its issues. You
mean the first Black Panther? or the
Black
second?
Panther. Sorry.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first one. Think about it. We got Guardians. We got Winter Soldier. Spider-Man Homecoming was okay.
Yeah,
We literally have Avengers 1. I like Age of Ultron, but we literally have that. Winter Soldier, Guardians, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Out of those first 3 phases, which bangers am I missing?
I would say the first Spider-Man was a fucking
Banger?
yeah.
Homecoming was a banger?
For me, it was.
I say it was awesome. It was great, but I don't know if I'm gonna say banger.
what an MCU movie though? That really wasn't an MCU movie. That was like an MCU spin-off.
No. Homecoming was like MCU. Like that shit followed the events after.
No, I get it, but it was still like when I watched the timeline, Spider-Man ain't on there in Disney Plus. It really didn't make a difference.
No, he's not there. No, he's not there.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
You know?
But you know what? Okay, I will give you Homecoming. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, we want every Marvel movie to be Infinity War.
No,
It's never been like that. It's never been like that.
You know what the thing is though? I don't think we're arguing that we want it to be Infinity War. I think we want it to be the next cliffhanger. Because you said Iron Man 1, we got introduced to it.
Mm-hmm.
The next movie after Iron Man 1 was what?
2
Thor?
Well, all right, so
or
no, we
Thor?
got Iron Man 2 and then
Oh, no,
Thor,
The
right?
Incredible Hulk.
Well,
All right. Yeah, so we got
timeline
introduced.
wise.
Yeah, we got introduced to shit, right? So let's fast forward. Then we started getting these other heroes.
Mm-hmm.
What happened at the end credit? I'm building a team. Oh
Yeah.
shit, they're doing the Avengers. Here goes Thor. What happened at the end credit? Coulson. We
Mhm.
found or whatever. We found
Yeah.
the hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With Captain America, what happened? We found him. He was frozen.
Yes.
Which some people were saying that he was trying to escape the plane because he wasn't frozen in the seat or whatever the fuck. But that's something else. But you know what I'm saying? We found him. They were building the team together. So every movie had a cliffhanger. It was like, oh shit, what's happening next? Thor: Dark World sucked. But then the end credit came.
It has some
And
of the
now-
best connective tissue
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, so what did the Dark World do? It showed the fucking one of the Infinity Stones with the ether, right? Everybody was like, yo, is that the Mind Stone? What was that? The Reality Stone? You know what I'm saying? And then Guardians of the Galaxy, what happens? They explain Thanos. They explain
I hear
Ronan.
you. I hear
They
you, bro.
explain the Power Stone. They explain the Collector. They explain all these people that would come in later on in the series with the other stones, with the fucking how Thanos got them, who Thanos is connected with, who Thanos is. We learned all of these things from those movies. What did we learn about Kang? He was shipped to the quantum realm
That
and
has
he
a-
started destroying shit.
That he has a council of him out there. That's what we learned.
Yeah. He started destroying shit, and there's 1,000 other Kangs out there. What did we learn about Thanos in the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movie? He went to planets and took half of the population by random and killed them to better the planets because his planet died. He's looking for the Infinity Stone so that way he could do it within a snap. Each Infinity Stone has its own power. A person can't hold it by itself. The Ronin is working for them. The Nova Corps is this. Fucking this is that. Peter Quill was gonna get the Infinity Stone for them. Now we have to stop him. Who's the Collector? Why does he have a dog? The first dog went in and out of space. All this other shit. We got Howard the Duck. We got all this stuff that really didn't need to do nothing, but then explanation of shit. What did they now? We get an explanation from all these Easter egg people, and their explanation is the chair had circular shit go around it the same way Shang-Chi's 10 rings went around him to make that energy. And it was orange and it turned blue when his father used it. The same way the energy is orange when Kang had it in the sphere, but when he used it, it turned blue. And they're saying, oh, he's using the technology of the 10 rings. He's using the technology from the gauntlet that Kamala Khan has. Did the beacon, show a Kang? Is Kang coming from that beacon at the end of? And it's like, why are Easter egg people telling me this shit and not the movie? You know what I'm saying?
Because maybe they think that you would know that by now.
No, you can't assume shit because what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of me and you. Why couldn't you explain something?
I mean, it's been a long time with the MCU, so they're probably thinking, man, I would hope you guys pick up on some shit.
Yeah, but it's still like, yo, she could have been like, yo, where did you get this technology? And he could have explained the multiverse. He could have explained there are universes outside of the multiverse that have access to other things that we can't even fathom, and that could mean the 10 rings because Shang-Chi went to that other realm. That could mean the other shit that Kamala Khan, her people was going through in the TV show where they were trying to convert that whole other shit and get those people out.
Also, remember, not all of these theorists are correct.
It's true.
A lot of them make crazy fucking they pie in the sky all day long.
It's true, but sometimes just throw something out there.
No, yeah,
so that way it makes sense when we hear it later.
What you were asking for the Eternals. just a little news blip about the damn hand. Just give me a little, just give me something. Yeah, no.
Cap, here's the problem with your thing where you're like, oh, Marvel's been going on so long, they just hope that you know it. Here's the problem with that. The beacon goes off for the 10 rings in Shang-Chi. Toe and Show have no idea what they're talking about. The beacon goes off in Shang-Chi. I'm like, oh, Fing Fang Foom. Because that's where the 10 rings come from.
Yeah.
But that's not where they come from in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
If they're gonna tie to Kang, that's something that I couldn't have foresaw because Kang wasn't around in that moment.
Yeah, they never explained it.
So you can't tell me just you can follow it. I'm
not exactly that. Yeah, you're 100%. But again, these Easter egg videos, a lot of they are more often wrong than they're right.
It's true.
So they are just theorizing.
It's true, but sometimes
they get it.
Sometimes I want something to be obvious, but also have that. Wait a minute.
The problem is that sometimes when things are too obvious and you see it coming, that's also a problem.
Yeah, but think about it, bro. Thanos is coming.
That's Cap's whole problem with the MCU. Yeah. That he sees it all coming, and when it's not exactly his picture of it, it's like, fuck this.
Yeah, but then that's
Marvel can't win at this point.
But here's the thing though, when Thanos said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Cap was like, oh shit, Thanos is coming. I read Infinity War. I read the comics. I know how he did it. But when he watched Infinity War and he watched Endgame, he watched it like, that was almost perfect movies. I couldn't do any better than that.
We gotta stop comparing.
No, but also, here's the thing. I read Civil War. I read Bucky's arc. Civil War comes, Cap's like, that was a damn near perfect movie. I couldn't do anything better than that. Everyone loves Winter Soldier. We know it's happening.
We weren't reviewing them back then either.
Yo, but we know it's happening. It's
a weird time for the MCU. Just walk into everything like you said. This is Ant-Man 3. This is Captain America 4.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with the subtitles. I'm done with them. That's the most genius thing you said. I'm done with the subtitles.
Gabs, I wasn't on a podcast reviewing films and going over shit.
Yeah.
But I have shit, you can't really see it. Hold on.
Yeah,
I literally have a list of every Marvel movie that has been out for the Infinity Saga and where they rank and what score I give them.
When did you start that?
Immediately.
Like after you saw the first movie, you started rating them?
After, what do you call it? After I found out as soon as they said, I'm here to start the Avengers Initiative. And I'm like, yo, we're getting an Avengers movie. I was like, all right, let's get a couple of them. So essentially after the first Avengers movie,
okay,
when I had enough to do, I was like, all right, out of 10, what's this movie? What's this movie? What's that movie? And I did my whole list and I categorized.
I wanna see that. I would like you to try to put that on screen somehow next podcast, and let's break that shit down. I would love to see that. Don't you dare change anything.
I can't. It's literally a screenshot.
Oh, okay, it's a screenshot. Yeah, I would love to see that. That sounds very fun to see.
You can email it to me and I can put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, not now. It's fucking 12:20.
No, yeah.
No, this goes all the way. This goes all the way to Shang-Chi and Spider-Man: No Way Home.
All the way back to Shang-Chi. That was like 3 years ago.
Well, it goes up to Shang-Chi.
No, it goes up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, but not for nothing.
Wait, which one is Far From Home? Is the last one, right?
No Way Home is the last one.
Yeah. Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. So Far From Home was when they were in Paris.
So when did think about this? When did Iron Man 1 drop? 2008?
Yeah.
What was that? 15 years ago?
Yeah.
How old were you 15 years ago?
And 2015?
Yeah. Well, no, 15 years ago. Well, 15 years ago in 2008. How old were you?
Shit,
I was 23. I'm older than both of you guys. You guys were 20. You guys were 20,
I was 19.
21.
I think I was 19. Yeah.
You were 21. Imagine rating Marvel movies back then to now.
Wait, hold on.
We gotta stop
You
doing
said
that.
15 years?
Yeah. We gotta stop. We were
I
rating
was
these shits as we was rating these shits as kids.
I'm 22 years old. I'm not a kid.
That's
no, but
compared to a 38-year-old, that's a kid. I'm saying
but,
we weren't totally different mind frames than what we are now.
Yeah.
Tell me, I can't be, because that was 2008. I was already out of the military. I couldn't have been 22. I was older than that.
I mean, it was 15. Am I not doing the math correct? It's 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You were 22. 37, 15, it's 22. Maybe you were.
I think you must have just came out of. No, you was. Yeah, you must have just came out of the military then.
That's what I'm saying. We were rating these at a totally different time. We didn't know what was happening. I think what's happening to Marvel is, that ye old saying: you either die a villain or live long enough to see yourself become the hero. Oh, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself. Yo, bro, if they would have stopped this after Endgame, everybody would have been still watching those movies.
Yeah.
But now that there's so much shit out there, it's like
23.
So now that there's so much shit out there, like, ugh. From now on, I'm just gonna stop comparing. I'm gonna stop thinking of the old days. I'm just gonna look forward.
Yo, Cabs. That's an impossibility for me. I don't know if Tove remembers this. I used to have all the ticket stubs I've ever had seen a movie in order from how I ranked them from the best all the way down to the worst I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's just shit that I do.
You know what?
I get you. I saved bro. I still got my movie stubs from X-Men First Class. I get you. I'm just saying, like, this is me personally. What I'm gonna start doing moving forward is stop the comparing, stop thinking of the old days. I'm just gonna look forward.
I just want a good movie. I just want a movie that I can walk out of and go.
You had one. You had one in Wakanda Forever. You had one, and then now you get Ant-Man fucking 4 months later, and it's not that great. And it's like, oh. Meanwhile, that was the norm back then, where you were rarely getting bangers, but the Avengers level stuff. Now everything needs to be an Avengers level threat. Otherwise, it's not a good movie.
So no,
that's unfair to the MCU. Is what I'm saying.
Wait, no.
I don't need it to be an Avengers level threat. Here's the thing, right? When you're younger, and 3 out of 8 movies are good, and the rest of them are okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
When it only has to build up to the first Avengers movie, you can have some shitty ones because all we had to do was learn the characters and get to that first movie. Now you're telling me that this is a saga, that this connects to a whole bunch of shit. All this shit is built out. It's no longer only leading up to an Avengers movie. It's a whole other thing.
Let me not say Avengers level. Sorry. What I mean is the big Infinity War or like the Winter Soldiers. I'm talking about the bangers. All I'm saying, it wasn't always bangers. Now we want them to be all bangers.
Dude, not true. I like Iron Man 3 is not a banger. I liked Iron Man 3. I walked out of Iron Man 3 like that was a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. So this Ant-Man movie is better than Iron Man 3. Yeah, you seem to like that one better than Ant-Man. I'm telling you.
I don't think it's better than Iron Man 3.
You think Iron Man 3 is better than Quantumania?
Well, I can tell you right now what my rating was for Iron Man 3.
My bad, Ty. Not Avengers level. What I mean is like the big grandiose dope movie. That's what I'm saying. We used to get a lot of crap with the MCU. It's been ebb and flows the whole time. So but nowadays we expect these huge movies all the time. That's crazy.
I got Iron Man 3 at an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, Lord.
And Ant-Man and Quantumania at a 6.5 out of 10.
So okay, you're not the only one though. People are rating this movie worse than they did Ant-Man 1. This movie is better than Ant-Man 1 by a mile. But that was a different time in the MCU where we weren't that hard on them. We are expecting nothing but bangers now. And that's unfair. That's unfair.
Yo, it's unfair.
Well, hold on.
See, I take it a little bit of issue that it's unfair to expect Marvel to make a good movie.
Not a good
when
movie.
They showed us they can make good movies. When at least for me, the whole time I've been calling out when movies are shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
they've some of them, most of them, this is my point.
Dude,
Back then, most of them have been shit back in the day.
I got the first.
No, but yo, here's the
Bro,
thing though. Here's the thing though.
You gave the first Ant-Man an 8.
Yeah.
And you're giving this one a 6.5.
Yes.
You don't think that has anything to do with the time? You think that's just because of the movie itself? You're bugging.
You know, but the thing is,
time has a lot to do with that. Trust
those movies back in the day
if
actually
we go
gave
over
us
this,
something.
I'll explain why.
Those movies back in the day actually gave us something. Like
not Ant-Man. What did Ant-Man give you?
I told you,
we literally been calling that movie a palate cleanser the whole time.
Yeah, but did this movie clean a palate? Ant-Man and the Wasp and Kang's Rising.
That's exactly what it is. A palate
No,
cleanser
but
to the sadness of Wakanda Forever.
Did it clean your palate or did it make you go, "What happened here"? No, but all right. So the thing is this: like, what can you take from this movie that you took from Ant-Man 1? Like the whole, I know a guy that does a thing that does this and does that.
I could take an actual villain from this one. Ant-Man 1 didn't have a good villain.
Neither did this movie.
Kang was good.
Dude, time out. We just spent an hour and a half talking about how this Kang is easily defeated by ants and is inconsequential to the fucking overall picture.
The acting of him was great. Like,
all right, the acting doesn't mean shit if it's in a bad fucking movie.
But this movie is better than Ant-Man 1.
I said it. This movie is the best out of the Ant-Mans.
It's clearly the best.
But it's an Ant-Man movie and nothing more than that.
It's an Ant-Man movie out of 10.
Yeah, all of my. This is the thing.
Why are we harder on Ant-Man movies today than we were before?
All of my criticisms on this movie are based off of. I compared it to the other Ant-Mans. I'm not comparing it to Infinity War, but my thing is the connection to the characters. I have an issue with the pace. I have an issue with, and also the way they portrayed. Because in all honesty, there's only 3 bad guys in the entire MCU that did something: Thanos, Loki, and Baron Zemo.
Okay.
And this Kang is supposed to be another one of those guys that do something. And I would like for them to start the first thread of, is he a Baron Zemo? Is he a Thanos? Or is he a Loki? Is he a guy?
Why does he have to be any of those 3 things? No. Why can't he just be Kang?
Because this is the thing, though. Kang messes with time. So if he's Baron Zemo, is he pulling the strings to affect certain things so that way it makes people weaker? Is he just a fucking big bad like Thanos where he's just, I got all the technology, y'all can't beat me no matter what? Or is he somebody that's just acting like he's the big bad and trying to say, I'm the one that's going to save you from someone better than me, and there's no one better than him?
It took us a while to get that answer from Thanos. Who was he and what was he doing? Well, not what was he doing. Who was he? In terms of these archetypes of villains, it took us a while to get there. So can we give Kang a little bit? Or no?
Well, but
we were a lot more lenient back in the days.
Here's the thing, though.
I agree with you guys. I didn't like this movie that much either.
No, this Kang supposedly died. And
no. I mean, it literally said Kang will return.
Well, not this Kang.
They literally said that Kang was dead.
They said that this Kang was dead?
Yes. This Kang died. They killed this Kang. Are you mad that you weren't the one who killed him? And he said,
I don't think he's dead.
I wouldn't have called you if it wasn't
So they're saying
they literally
he's dead.
said that in the fucking end credit.
I don't think he's dead is what I'm saying, though.
But that's what they want us to believe.
Yeah, that's what they want us to believe. Yeah.
I get it, but the thing that we got with Thanos was he sent Ronan, Ronan failed. He sends Loki, Loki failed, and then we got the fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening with this Kang. The first Kang,
You didn't
this
know what was
movie.
happening with Thanos at the time either until Infinity War.
No, we knew that Thanos was looking for the stones.
Yeah.
And he had Ronan, the accuser, and Loki getting the stones for him.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
There's no, like, this is just literally, have you met Kang? And then now we have to wait for other movies to see the first step. Or, like, the Loki shit. Like, we were explained the variants of Kang, but that was a loose interpretation of there's worse Kangs out there than me, and I have to protect you. And then this new Kang happens and goes, there's a worse Kang than me, and I have to protect you, and plus I'm gonna kill all the other Kangs.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Why? Please. Who's the worse Kang than you?
We shall see.
And
people don't have.
Why would you need to?
People don't
like. If he would have mentioned, the one who's left is dead, and now there's a struggle to control the timelines. And there's a war between all the Kangs, or the wrong Kangs are trying to control the timelines and destroy the timeline, and I'm here to protect it. And the only way I know how to, something to the fact of the timeline is in danger. A reason. We know Thanos wanted the Infinity Stones. Later on, we figured out why he wanted them.
But that's what I'm saying that I'm gonna stop doing. I'm gonna stop comparing. We might not ever get a Thanos again.
Yeah.
I don't want a Thanos. I just want to know where we're going.
You keep mentioning Thanos, though.
No, because that's the only person that had a multiple story arc of his plan.
So can we see some multiple shit of Kang first before we get there?
This is what, the second or third time we're hearing about Kang?
Second time. We saw him at the end of Loki and then now. And this is a variant of Kang. This isn't this wasn't the one who was left.
That's what I'm saying. So,
I feel like
the first Kang explained his backstory.
We were a lot more lenient back in the day.
So can I explain why you think that is?
I wasn't lenient with Iron Man 1 at all.
Me either. Well, I mean, I liked it, but
that fight scene at the end, everyone know. If you didn't know I hated that fight scene at the end, then you
I did not like that fight scene either.
Here's my thing, Caps.
People didn't know about my feeling for Doctor Strange because I just kept it to myself. It was one of those. This was literally a filler movie, and let's see what happens afterwards.
It was a filler movie.
Yeah. Again,
here's why it looks like more lenient.
Yeah.
Ant-Man or Scott Lang is a throwaway character.
100%.
So you make a movie about him, it means nothing. You make a second one, it means nothing. It's just movies you go to. Kevin Feige literally tells us, this one kicks off Phase 5.
That's the
this
problem.
One is important. And I'm not more harsh on this because this movie compared to the first Ant-Man, compared to this, I'm judging this. You told me this was supposed to start something, and I left the theater and it started nothing and had nothing to do with anything.
And that's what I said at the beginning. I'm not listening to nobody anymore.
But that's not me being harsher now all of a sudden and more lenient back then because of time. That's me going, you told me to care more. I didn't care to begin with. Had they not said anything about this kicking off Phase 5, my problems with the movie wouldn't, what do you call it?
When do you ever care what people say, though?
No, I care in this scenario.
Okay.
Well, you gotta remember, he's been going to all these movies going, I can do better than this. So he turned this shit off going, all right, let's see what happens.
No. When the man who's in charge of running this tells me this movie is the start of, I'm not listening to critics. I'm not listening to other YouTubers. I don't give a fuck what anybody in the street says. Kevin Feige said, this is the one you care about.
Yeah.
This is the one that kicks it off and starts. So if you tell me the race starts now, I'm going to watch the beginning of the race. I'm going to watch the gun go off. And when the gun goes off, if everybody falls down, that's not a successful fucking start.
Can I tell you what kicked off phase 2? Iron Man 3 kicked off phase 2.
Yeah. Do you know what didn't happen when Iron Man 3 kicked off phase 2?
It wasn't a
Kevin
good movie.
Feige didn't come out and go, this is the start of phase 2.
And that's the problem. Nowadays, Marvel has gotten so big that they need to talk this language. It's a product of its own success. That's the problem. No, trust me. When I started this conversation today, I said, I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not listening to anybody saying this is a big movie or this and this and that. Trust me, brother, I agree with you. But back then, it was just phase 2. We didn't think we'd be here. We're here now. So now I think people have no choice but to unfairly grade these movies. Yeah, you want to come out and see a good movie, of course, but like we're way harsher now.
Dude, it's not a way harsher thing. I literally left Ant-Man 1 going, that was enjoyable. I left Ant-Man 2 because Ant-Man 2 and the Wasp is on a way lower scale for me.
Yeah.
I left that movie and was like, that wasn't that enjoyable. I left this movie going, it was okay. But if you're gonna tell me that this movie's supposed to be X, and I can fix your movie in 30 seconds,
yeah,
that it's not a thing about my mindset and the time change is different, and I expect banger movies. A movie has 2 choices or 3 choices. It's either good, bad,
or okay,
or the indifferent fucking okay.
Yeah.
And if it's good, we could talk about it. If it's bad, we could talk about it. If it's just okay, it's fucking pointless. And that goes for any movie.
Sometimes you need okay.
The only
palate cleanser, if you will.
But the only time a movie could be okay is if it's just a standalone. I went to a theater on a random fucking Tuesday and I just picked this.
I'm just saying, man, the MCU has always had a lot of just okay movies.
Here's the thing, though.
I will show you all the ones that I was like, this is all fucking bullshit.
Yeah, Cabs.
I'm tired of watching. That's the thing. I'm tired.
Iron Man 3 at 8.5, dog. We got to talk about that.
Yo, and I'll explain why. I'm tired of seeing bullshit.
Yo, next week we're gonna discuss his ratings for the.
I'm so excited.
That's gonna be the topic.
Yo, I'm so fucking tired of walking into a movie because the only movies I see now are Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I don't go to see any other fucking movies in the theater.
Yeah.
Real quick though. Okay.
All my movies that I see for the last 5 or 6, I've walked out of the movie theater going, I wasted my fucking time here.
So hold on, didn't you go watch that crappy ass scary movie that everyone hates but you actually liked? What's that shit called? The one that you did a review on, Malignant.
Oh, I watched that in the house.
Oh, I thought you watched it in the theater. I was like, damn, yeah, because I hear you. I only watch Marvel movies too, but I'm not as disappointed as you are with most of them. This is this was the most disappointed I've been in between phase 4 and 5. Yeah. I'm not where you are, Cap. I'm not there. But I'm at the start of where you're getting. My fault. So you've been trying to say something for like.
So what are you disappointed at?
I'm disappointed that this movie did not have my one big thing is the interconnectivity. It was too much Quantumania.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness because at least we got a weird group of characters. They didn't last. They didn't survive. They were kind of a meme. But we still got to see something. Like here, we literally just saw Quantum. And not for nothing, maybe I have a problem with those worlds. Maybe that's why I'm not into Star Wars. Maybe this is the most Star Wars-y MCU movie I've seen. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's what it is.
No, yeah, but so the one thing with Multiverse of Madness, we got to see the other multiverses. We got to see the other variants of the people we wanted to see, whatever. But at the end, Doctor Strange goes to help Homegirl out because there was a What was it? An incursion in wherever the fuck she was going. So it's like, oh shit. The future says we're gonna see Doctor Strange in an incursion with some shit, right?
Mhm.
Shang-Chi, when you set off the rings, it sent a beacon. The future says for us right now, Fin Fan Foom's coming.
Mhm.
Miss Marvel, her and Captain Marvel switch places. The future says Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel gotta go meet. Someone gotta save Miss Marvel. We see the Council of Kangs and we go, and the future goes,
That's what's coming, the Council of Kangs. Why are we expecting more from this one?
no. Well,
Yo, hold on.
they
Let me help
said,
you out here. It's
why
not an
did you? Who did
expectation.
you? No, here's the thing.
I mean,
When
that's
at the
what you
end,
say.
at
What is the
this
future
movie,
bringing? That is an expectation.
at this movie,
Yeah.
he goes, they're getting closer to the multiverse. Who did you call? All of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all cheering. And we're not sitting here going, the entire Kang race or existence is coming to get us. We're not saying nothing. And then the next thing is we go back in time and this guy is talking about time shit. And I'm more confused about what's happening now than when. Could that be King Fing Fang Foom? Could that be an alien? There's no excitement here for Kang. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I hear you. It's super confusing, but I do, like I mentioned before, I like the whole Loki thing. I want to see him I want to see Kang in different points of of time, trying to just like be a normal dude.
But
That is what excited me the most.
I get, but here's the thing: if we're gonna see different types of Kangs and get more history on Kang in Loki 2, then that end credit scene would have been better at Loki season 2. The Council of Kangs.
1,000,000%. Yeah, I 1,000,000% agree with you on that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This movie was mid. It didn't need to happen. It was whatever. That's how I felt about each of the Ant-Mans.
Well,
But
we
the
can't
fact
say
that
it didn't need to happen because a lot of those movies that you said sucked didn't tie into anything until after Infinity Wars, or you know what I'm saying. So
well, that's exactly
right
my
now,
point. Can we give Kang some time to bubble?
No, it's just my thing is this movie could have been better.
Oh, for sure. Ant-Man
But
1 could have been
it's just-
better.
It's just, it's like what Cap's saying. We can't keep going to the movie theater seeing mid.
Okay, but like I used to go to the movies. I've always gone to MCU movies and caught some mid though.
Yo, Cabs, not for nothing. When Iron Man came out, the first Iron Man, on Tuesday it was $5 movie tickets.
Yeah.
It's not $30 a ticket now.
That just goes against what I'm saying. The times are different. We about to be 40 years old. We don't got the time to be doing this shit no more. So now it hurts a lot more when you come out that whack ass movie as opposed to back in the day. Back in the day, you came out of Iron Man 1, like, man, fuck that fight. But Iron Man was cool. You know what I'm saying? You came out of that Man 1, like, yeah, that movie was whatever, but it was okay. It was cool. Nowadays, we older. We got shit to do. It's $30 to go see a movie. You're right. So we rate the movies harsher. Literally just proved my point, dog.
Yeah. See, I don't see rating the movies harsher. When you point out that we've been having shit from Marvel, except for 7 movies, now that's where I turn around and go, well, then maybe I got to stop watching Marvel movies. Because if they're all going to be shit except for 7 of them, then there's no point for me to watch them.
That's on you. But that's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm tired of watching shit movies.
It's always been like this, though.
So now I'm getting to the point where I'm no longer willing to accept. So I gotta stop.
So my point is valid. My point is valid. That's what I'm saying. And look, Cap, not for nothing, you've been there. You've been there for a couple of months now. And I don't blame you. I came out of this movie a little closer to where you are. I was like, fuck, bro, that's just kind of whack, bro. Like, we didn't even need all that. And especially after coming off a nice little high of Wakanda Forever. You feel me? So, like, it was kind of lame to see this. But at the end of the day, it's always been an ebb and flow in the MCU. So I don't understand what's so harder now other than us, the fans, getting tired of it. yo, the Marvel fatigue or the superhero
Yeah.
fatigue overall is real, dude. It's real.
All right, so what saved this movie for me? Well, here's the thing. I liked Age of Ultron
I like Age of Ultron too.
because it did a lot
Even before
after the fact.
Even before all of this shit, people used to give it a bad rap, and
Yeah.
I would say that it was the worst out of the 3 Avengers movies, but I enjoyed Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but
I've said all the time, the best double moves in all of the
Yeah.
MCU.
it explained the vibranium and all. It did a lot for Black Panther.
Yeah,
You know,
hell yeah.
Age of Ultron. Yeah, Wakanada. You know what I'm saying? But what the positives of this movie is whether Kang is the big bad or not,
Whoever
the
he is,
guy that's playing him is serious.
did an amazing job. Yes, I agree.
So no matter what role they give him, he's gonna knock it out the park.
Yeah. Yo, I would love to just see a Kang movie.
Yeah.
Like Loki episode 5, that it was just a character study on the Lokis. Give me that. I don't need to see any more Avengers in a Kang movie for the time being.
And I'll tell you this though, with all those bullshit bad movies that we come out and we start doing, I would rather watch this than the Batman movie again.
Yo, look, at the end of the day, Cap said it the best with that Batman movie, where it's like, it's a different kind of fun. What was it that you called it? I think you called it like depressed good or something like that, where it's like, I forgot the term that you used, but it makes so much sense, Cap, where it's like, oh, this movie wasn't supposed to be fun. That's what Cap said. Yeah, this movie wasn't supposed to be fun, and it's not fun. Going back and watching it again, it gets less and less fun. Whereas MCU, even if its darkest time and its darkest tones, is still a little bit more PG, a little bit more bouncy, a little bit more lighthearted. So, like, yeah, I rewatched the Batman, but I've watched the Eternals more than that. I don't know what it is with me in that damn movie. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna stop.
Like the Eternals.
You just don't like the hand, or the lack of explanation.
I didn't like what they did after the Eternals.
Yeah, because let me tell you, Makari, she is so good in that movie. Anyway, sorry guys. Sorry,
Which
sorry.
one is that? The Speedster?
The Speedster.
Yeah, her and Tante Quieto.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Cocotazo, I'm sorry. Her and Cocotazo they saved the movie.
This is probably a little bit of bias here. The two biggest problems I have with the Eternals is, one, it doesn't, for something that's supposed to be interconnected. If you're gonna tell me it's interconnected, it doesn't connect to anything in the immediacy of the fucking MCU. It connects to shit that might not even happen 5 years down the road.
It should have happened, but because we should have had that. We should have had Blade by now, or this year.
And two,
damn shame.
I'm not a big fucking. I like comics. I'm not a big DC guy, and you just gave me fucking Justice League.
I hear you. Yeah, no.
You gave me motherfuckers that I can't connect with because they're fucking gods. I don't give a shit about that.
You're 1,000,000% right. No. And you know what? I know that my relation or how I relate to this movie, I know that it's just me. Like I say to y'all all the time, I give that movie a 6-7. In reality, it's a 5.
6-7 in my world. 5 in
feel me? But no, you know me. I always give you guys the double reviews because I think personal reviews and real reviews are like a real thing. Because like you could step into a movie and be like, yo, that shit is garbage because of your own bias. And me, this was like
that's what happened with Spider-Man.
That's what happened with Cap. Exactly, my dude. And I respected you so much for that shit because anybody in your position would have been like, yo, that movie's just trash. Fuck that shit. But you were like, look, it's a good film, but I went in there with my knowledge of this shit and a lot of shit didn't make sense. So to me, it's garbage. But you guys may enjoy it. I respect that. That's how all reviews should be. And I try to do that all the time. Yo, Black Widow is legit garbage. But I thought it was a cute family film about family and wanting to be accepted and finding where you belong and not noticing that it's always been right there.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute messaging. I thought that movie personally to me is a 7.5. No, it's a 6.5. But in reality, that shit is like a 4. Some of the worst CGI, 5 years too late, the most forgettable villain probably in the MCU.
Yeah, the most waste of a Taskmaster.
The movie was terrible, but I enjoyed it. And maybe it was at a time where COVID was still a thing, and we just were yearning for these Marvel movies to start dropping, and it was on Disney Plus, and you're like, whatever.
Entertain me.
Yeah, entertain me. Exactly. It's a good call. So it's like, I feel like I've always been more forgiving of the Marvel garbage because I've always recognized the Marvel garbage, even though I love Marvel as a whole.
I love the garbage.
And can I just take one more stab at Marvel real quick? If you noticed, the best Thor movie was Thor 3. What wasn't in Thor 3 that was in Thor 1, 2, and 4?
What wasn't in Thor? Wait, say that again.
It wasn't.
So,
Jane Foster?
Yes. Natalie Portman and that relationship with her and Thor fucked up Thor 1, 2, and 4.
Now that's a hot take. And I love it.
All three of those movies had their relationship in it, and all three of those movies sucked balls.
So what you're saying is the relationship between Thor and Stormbreaker had more levity than the relationship between him and Natalie Portman.
Yep.
Can I tell you? And I'll close because I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
Ty, Cab's excuse for bad movies is old and cranky. I mean, sort of. Bad Marvel. When you've been at the same thing for so long, guys, it's about to be 2 decades. In 4 more years, it'll be 2 decades of the MCU. Fam, that's when the X-Men stuff is gonna start hitting. Oh, you're not gonna watch that?
Dude,
sure.
No, I might be completely out by that time.
Maybe. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. I went on to my bad. I went on to
You said you was gonna close it out. I was talking about Jane Foster and Thor, and
you're the best. So I saw an Instagram clip today, and this clip has been circulating more often than not nowadays. I don't know why. The hammer scene in Age of Ultron. I would give that a top 5 MCU scene of all time. It was just a bunch of them chilling, trying to lift that hammer, and then we get the super payout at the end of the movie where Vision is just like, here you go. It's like, man, I don't know who this guy is, but he can lift your hammer. That's trust.
Believe me.
Yeah, so like that moment, which is what I think the MCU is lacking now, is those moments. Thor going back to his mom.
Yeah.
Feel me? The hammer scene. Feel me? Fucking Captain America asking Bucky, yo, why'd you save me? You know who I am. You know who I am. Stop bullshit. You know who the fuck I am. You saved me. Those moments with just people and no action, nothing's blowing up. What we've said from the beginning of this podcast, those moments where it's just these people, these fake phantasmical heroes living realistic normal lives. We don't get that anymore. Tell me what moment like that you've seen in Phase 4.
The only one I will point to is the elevator with Kate Bishop and Yelova.
Yelena, yeah, and that was a show. It had episodes that gave them the opportunity to do that. Remember when they used to do that in 2-hour movies?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Are we counting Wakanda Forever?
Well, Wakanda Forever was like a whole fucking movie of that.
Yeah. So, all right, no, we're not counting Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I mean, you could count it, dog.
Well, no, because it's not that doesn't count because I think that was phase 4.5. Like that was its own. I think that was a separate entity between phase 4 and 5.
What if we ended phase 4 with Ant-Man and kicked off phase 5 with Wakanda Forever on Black History Month again?
We restarted the movies.
Let's do it. I'm down for that.
No, but damn, phase 4 was so like up and down, ending it on Quantumania, people might have been out. People might have been out. So
Shit, what other movies came in phase 4?
So it's Shang-Chi, Black Widow,
The Eternals.
I guess you could say No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Which is my favorite moment. Those character moments when the Peters are on the science lab.
Yeah.
That shit was incredible.
Mine was on the roof.
Or the roof. But I'm saying we used to get that in droves back in the day.
Yeah.
We don't get much of that now. I want more of that.
You know why? Because it all goes back to the stakes. There are no stakes in most of these movies.
Yeah. I feel like it's just a rat race nowadays.
Because in all honesty, I know Cap loves Shang-Chi, but imagine if Shang-Chi's fighting his father and his father's about to kill Shang-Chi and his father snaps out of it a little bit.
Just gives him a badass one-liner.
Because a lot of these movies that we have this whole thing, there's a moment where reasoning can happen.
Yeah, even with Thanos.
Even in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was reasoning with her, and this whole thing could have been stopped, but it was ended. There was no part of Quantumania where they even tried to reason with Kang. No part. She didn't even try to reason with Kang when she found out that he was the murderer.
I mean, it's she saw a lot, but I would have been like, see, that's the problem. Sometimes I get too realistic. Because I would have been like, yo, dog, I ain't see a motherfucking thing. I ain't see shit, dog.
See, here's another problem you just brought up. She saw shit out of context.
Yeah.
And instead of him turning around and try to put some context, he instantly was like, yeah.
I'm not lying.
What you think is exactly what happened.
It's exactly what's happening, yeah.
But then tried to tell her, I'm the only one that could stop them.
Yeah. Because he could have been saving people.
You can't be the murderer and the cop.
Yeah,
I mean, pick a side, bro. Like that
it's
funny. Be the guy investigating himself.
I do like that a little bit. That he was like, "Yeah, you got me." Literally, what I'm
want
about
to go to jail or you want to go home?
That's literally what I am gonna do. That's literally why I gotta get out of here. Do you want to come with me or do you want to stay here? Because I'm out.
Now, play that through the whole movie. Don't turn around and keep saying I gotta stop them. Just turn around like, yo, I'm getting out of here because I'm fucking everybody up.
Yeah.
And on that note.
And on that note.
Yo, show next time you show up, you gotta shut up.
Talking so much, dog. Jesus Christ, bro, we can't even get a word in, dog.
This is my show to just listen and learn.
Good. Now start showing up more often so you can learn something.
Show up on time so we don't have to put an extra hour on this shit.
Word.
I do. Can I have a question though? Yeah. Finished talking.
Hurry up.
Quick question.
Quick question.
You asked a question about Khan. What was his purpose in the comics? Because you didn't give me a purpose.
He was trying to save his wife. Well, so from what I understand, he put different variants of his wife throughout the multiverse, and he was trying to save all those variants.
We saw her in Loki,
and they stopped him or some shit. He stole Dr. Doom's time travel thing from the future and went back in time and tried to save every variant of his wife. I don't know the gist of it, but I know that's the gist of it. I don't know the actual. Maybe Cap can tell you.
Perfect. No. I was just wondering because you said in the movie they didn't really explain it, or he didn't have a motive, or he didn't have a purpose.
I'll explain it real quick. Ramona Rensfair had some sort of fucking disease, and he put her in a time stop to hold her to find a cure. The Avengers in his future fucked it up fucked up his plan and actually did something to harm her, and she died. So he went back in time to try to erase the Avengers, to erase that from happening, but he got stopped. Then Marvel turned around and went, "Oh, we have all these fucking one-shot villains that didn't do anything, that we don't have anything with," and somebody came up with the idea, "Oh, we'll just make him Kang, and we can make it seem like he's been here throughout the entirety of time, fucking with shit." So the original was trying to save Ren's Fair. Then they retconned it to he was a pharaoh, he was a businessman, he did this, he was this guy, he's a mortis, because they were all separate characters who would just happen to be drawn generically like a white dude. And then they went, well, fuck it, Kang is all of them. He's been here the whole time doing some other shit when they wanted to make him interesting. That's the truth. There's
Excuse me, y'all. I was cottonmouthing some crazy.
Nah, I hear you.
All right.
Lemonade.
So, word. Yo, show.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we want you here. Whether you know shit or not.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm just going to be a lot quieter because
if you do feel awkward about not being able to chime in, though, I understand that. But we love you here.
But this is where you can ask questions like that, and we can explain shit.
We love you, but we know you tired, and we know you got shit to do, my dog.
Dude, if you feel awkward, just picture Cabs naked.
Word. I do it all the time.
That is up. Hey, look, picture me like this. I can't wear this shirt in public, dog. I wore this shit to the supermarket. I've never had that much eyes on me before.
Bro, I gotta go fuck yourself on my chest. Yes.
That's different. You know what? This is a cartoon with booby ghosts, and I think go fuck yourself is a lot less subtle. a lot more subtle. I mean, like, it's just words. This is a princess with booby ghosts.
Booby ghosts.
Which is funny because they're booze. Anyways.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I'm
gonna drink the rest of this lemonade. Y'all have a good evening. Great conversation. Love you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't love Quantumania as much though.
Yeah, next week we're gonna talk about Cap's rating of the
break
MCU.
down Cap's list. Hell yeah.
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
very excited. I'm here for that.
Yep. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.